We're Child's Play, and since 2003, we've been very busy. We supply toys and games to hundreds of child welfare facilities across the world, taking a little of the outside world and bringing it inside. We've raised more than $44 million so far, and our work reaches more than 1 million kids per year. Come be a part of our story and learn more at childsplaycharity.org.
Attention campers, to whoever ordered delivery to their cabin, you owe us $20. Next time, order the Vindaloo.
Wake up, sleeper. Dreaming again? Every cycle, you take your chances. You roll your dice. You do the work, get paid, survive. You turn up for your friends, or you don't. That's life on the eye.
Wake up, sleeper. Your body is dying. Planned obsolescence. As an ARP's gift for its escaped workers. But we can fight this. You can remake yourself here.
Acquisitions Incorporated is the leader in interplanar artifact recovery, with exciting new franchise opportunities in your area. Are you eager to liberate the lost treasures of a dragon's hoard? Are you desperate for work and lack better options? With Kingdom-class on-the-job training, our franchisees learn the skills they need to ensure their legacy and their survival. Skills like choosing the right career path, not getting devoured, team building, and decisioning. Welcome to a life of profitable adventure. Welcome to Clank Legacy Acquisitions Incorporated.
Did you know? Sometimes people come on the internet just to tell lies. Could you believe someone would do that? Just go onto the internet and tell lies? Well, they do. And that's a fact about the internet.
Earth used to be our home, until the nuclear catastrophe plunged it into chaos. After 150 years, we've finally returned to the surface of the Earth. But the planet has changed.
Radiation has become an invisible, deadly companion. Droughts and sandstorms plague us time and again. We forge ahead to make this world bearable again.
We have created a new home for ourselves in order to lead a happy life. And yet, no peace lasts forever. Some survivors envy our hard-won prosperity. We won't allow our success to be simply taken away from us. We have to act. It's up to you to build our future.
You are gatewalkers. the chosen ones who travel different worlds to save your own. Play the game solo or in up to 4 players party. Create your own unique character and start plenty of hours of gameplay. Full of bosses, tons of mobs, with unique resources and objectives to find and puzzles to solve. Don't be afraid of portals. Become a gatewalker.
I'm still piecing things together, but we're in trouble with Eli Faust. I don't know why. I just want to find Jericho and leave all of this behind. Normally I'd say that's impossible, but I'll find a way.
I decided, you know what, I've dabbled in indie games. I'm gonna give this one last shot.
Let's just make a game.
It felt like jumping to the deep end.
I realized that making games is like a real thing that you can do.
It's just so, that's the word, is liberating.
We owned this project. Success for us is defined as being able to continue to do this because we really love it.
We want to be what we know.
Making something that people enjoy.
Keep dancing.
We're Child's Play, and since 2003, we've been very, very busy. We supply toys and games to hundreds of child welfare facilities across the world, taking a little of the outside world and bringing it inside. We've raised more than $44 million so far, and our work reaches more than 1 million kids per year. Come be a part of our story and learn more at childsplaycharity.org.
decided, you know what, I've dabbled in indie games. I'm going to give this one last shot.
Let's just make a game.
It felt like jumping into the deep end.
I realized that making games is like a real thing that you can do.
It's just so, that's the word, is liberating.
We owned this project. Success for us is defined as being able to continue to do this because we really love it.
We want to be what we know.
Making something that people enjoy.
I was a street rat who'd lost her dog.
Will you at least allow me to call you milady, milady?
I am a keeper of charms. An ancient warning of what lies beyond. We will live and wait until the realm needs us again.
A goblin. A goblin in the city.
Did you know? The internet was invented in 1928 to help put global stock markets back on track. However, at its launch in 1929, a rounding error caused markets to suddenly and irreversibly crash, leaving the technology to be abandoned until its reutilization in the late 1980s as an entertainment and torture device. And that's a fact about the internet. Due to an unforeseen graham cracker, chocolate bar, and marshmallow shortage, S'mores Night will not be held this evening. However, we will be serving melted M&Ms on toast and fried bananas in the lodge at dusk.
Child's Play, and since 2003, we've been very, very busy. We supply toys and games to hundreds of child welfare facilities across the world, taking a little of the outside world and bringing it inside. We've raised more than $44 million so far, and our work reaches more than 1 million kids per year. Come be a part of our story and learn more at childsplaycharity.org.
Did you know? Elder millennials and more hip Gen Xers speak fondly about dial-up internet, a system whereby anyone who is interested in using the internet would need to call and remain on the line with Thaumaturd, the uplink, and provide him with thrilling conversation throughout their session. And that's a fact about the internet. Turn those old Dungeons & Dragons into dollars and dividends by owning your own adventuring franchise. From its humble beginnings as D&D Live Play, expanding to stage, podcast, and stream, with Acquisitions Incorporated, there's never been a better time to get the money.
Hey, it's Owen Drawn, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. Imagine digging a hole, but instead of finding a body, you find real wealth. And a body. One you put there. Buy my book.
We partnered with Wizards of the Coast to bring the official Acquisitions Incorporated experience to your home campaign. Learn how to run your own franchise, how to staff it with new player options for specializations, spells, and equipment, stats for iconic characters and monsters, and put your franchisees to the test with an included campaign for levels 1 to 6. Obviators are standing by. With the official D&D Acquisitions Incorporated book, you can do what you wanna do. Ow!
Did you know that in 1977, Robbie Lerman of the Unicron Consortium experienced the very first reply all disaster when he accidentally transmitted a message intended for his office mate to every computer linked via the ARPANET system. To all 30 institutions, he sent the words, "Bob Metcalf's a real think." And that's a fact about the internet.
If you don't save the Hopper, no one will.
One.
Wait.
Hi, I think we're live. I would suspect
Oh.
so. I believe that someone will notify me if everything is broken. What's up, everybody, and welcome to our PAX panel. This is the Firescape and Nextlander PAX panel. We joined forces because we like each other so much. And we didn't have anything to do on this Thursday evening. So I'm Mary, and I'm glad to be with you guys. And we have 5 other amazing people live with us that are definitely here and definitely moving and can talk. How's it going? Dan.
Well, it's great. Mary, having only 3 people on Firescape, it's so easy to get us all together at the same time. So I'm just so glad we're all here. Mike, how do you feel about it? Oh,
so
dear.
good.
Oh, Mikey Moonshine's here. Hello.
It's incredible. Wish I could.
Wait, no, go ahead.
It's incredible to be here. I so fucking love it. Mikey Muharty's here live. Wow.
I thought he was here. I thought he was behind the picture.
I know.
Yes.
I do a good impression, but we can't do this alone. So we called upon our amazing friends at Nextlander, and we got you guys here live in the flesh. How's it going, Vinny?
It's going well. You literally do this alone. You guys could do this alone, but I am very thankful to be asked to join you. We all are. It is awesome to see everybody here. Mary, our best and #1 guest on the Nextlander podcast. And yeah, I'm psyched, especially to be here where I'm Mike Muharty. I haven't seen him in person for such a long time.
He's a joy. Yeah. Mike Muharty. The punctual Mike Muharty is how we know him.
Yeah, I mean, we got here early.
We've been doing tech setup since like 8:10. Yeah,
and it's just amazing the dedication and the squint that Mike can bring to a table. Alex.
Yeah, no, I love Mike. It's always a great time spending time with him. I mean, it's just like, look at that face. Look at that face. Like, that is a face everyone loves.
Mm-hmm. And he's here. That's the best part.
Yeah.
He's present. Yeah. His presence is the best part.
That's right.
It is important. Brad, tell us more about Mike. This is now the Mike Muharty fan cast.
Oh, let's see. I've hung out with Mike 2, maybe 3 times in my life.
Okay.
And that's about all.
What context?
And they were the most memorable times of your life.
He's a perfectly jovial person to drink beer with. I can tell you that.
Oh, he's great for that. Yeah, he's really good for that.
But did you have like 15 or 20 scheduled things you were supposed to hang out with him with, and then he just showed up for 2 or 3 of them?
No,
Is that
they're more impromptu than that. We didn't quite get to that level.
Vinny,
scheduling. Yeah.
Vinny, that is something I definitely miss about living in New York City and working in New York City, is just those nights where we would wrap up at the office and just we would go out to a bar and just try to find one that wasn't too packed, and me, you, and Mike would chat all the time. I miss that. That was fun.
That was fun. That was we went to that that Korean chicken place that was so good.
Olive BBQ olive chicken. Yeah, that was incredible. There was the place that always had the crappy bands come in once we were settled there for 40 minutes. What was that place? The green awning.
There was a Toad the Wet Sprocket cover band that I had never ever seen that before, and then it's one of those places where the tables smell like the dirty rag, that they use, and you're like, oh, I know the smell. I kind of love the smell. I'm used to the smell, but it's I know what that smell is now.
I mean, that's the smell of Toad with the Wet Sprocket. They got the right vibe there.
Somebody has wiped this wet sprocket. So yeah, I do miss that as well. I don't miss the part where I have to get into the city through New Jersey Transit, or out of the city through New Jersey Transit.
I remember you having to walk across the Metal Gear Bridge to get home in a snowstorm once.
Yeah, I didn't do. I chickened out and I didn't do it. I didn't.
I thought you did. Metal Gear Bridge.
No, I
call it that every time I see it.
No, I got half. You don't remember this? I sent you a picture. I got
you were
halfway,
slipping, right?
And then the tanker came from underneath, and it just jumped right off.
Right. Stop the camouflage, shorted out in the rain. Yeah. You flicked the cigarette. Yeah.
I thought you saw that.
It's a really graceful landing, Vinny. I was really impressed.
Self camo on. How could he see it?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I couldn't do it. It was I am terribly afraid of heights, and then it was snowing and icing, and I said I'm gonna die. I can't do this. And on the way up there, my phone died. So the last thing I sent my wife was, going to try to walk across GW Bridge. Hopefully see you in about 45 minutes. And then my phone died after I sent it.
Oh, no.
And it was 3 or 4 hours before the next time I could message her. Yeah, that was a fun night.
When was the last time you were in the city?
Probably when Alex and I packed up the office.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Tearing it all down.
Time. Yeah, I'm trying to think if unofficially I've gone through the city for anything, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
I drove into Washington Heights to go pick up a replacement air conditioner. That was it. That's the only other time.
What is in that room now, the old studio?
Just that burgle. Nobody would touch the burgle.
Man, I could have used that, Benny. I could have used that here. Yes. Really?
It's probably I wrote haunted, do not touch, and then left it on a table, and I assume it's still there, or they would have to demolish the whole building.
It lives on as a monument.
I could have put it right here.
Oh, for those who are still in that office, to remind them never to let anyone do anything like that ever again.
Wait, so Dan, if people are listening to the audio version of this at some point only, do you paint your?
We have an audio version.
I don't know.
I don't know what. This is a podcast one at one point.
Well, if it's an archive, listen, I'm not here to make any promises.
Vinny, you just
Twitch is a video.
I wasn't recording. I'm recording now. Welcome to the panel.
That was some really good banter. I wish to be
the VOD. There should be a VOD, right? We should be okay on Twitch's
end. I'm gonna ask for the VOD, but I wanted to record it on my own and have full control. But here we are. As a PAX panel, we wanted to talk a little bit about some fond memories of PAX and previous PAXs, PAX lore, canon PAX history, all that juicy information. How many PAXs have you been to, Vinny?
Oh man!
Look at Alex.
Just trying to do math. This is the face I make when I'm doing math.
I'm genuinely curious because I don't think I've been to more than 6. I mean, years. So I've been to.
How many of us did
PAXs
South?
Years.
How many have done South?
I've done one South.
Was that with me, Alex?
I think it was you, me, and Jeff went to that, and that was it.
Right.
Maybe Drew was there.
Drew was there.
Yeah.
Yes, and Dave Lang.
Did we go to the first one?
I think that was the first PAX South. I think.
Yeah. No. I mean,
the first ever. No, I don't think so. I don't think we. I mean, Giant Bomb only started in 2008, and I want to say PAX have been around for.
It's been going for a long
when
time.
When did we do that panel with Rich Gallup?
But we did well that was the first year, wasn't it? But we covered PAX for GameSpot. We would go do appointments there, didn't we?
Maybe.
Boy, I can't remember.
Let's see, 2000.
Well, when was the first PAX?
2004 was the first one. Holy crap.
Really?
Yeah.
So I know I went to the first PAX East, which was in the smaller convention center in Boston, which was definitely not set up for the kind of thing the show that they wanted to do, which is why they moved it. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, who's this? Do we have a special guest?
Someone's
Oh my God. He stole Brad Shoemaker's spot.
You stole
I pinged on like 6 different channels to say I was about to get in. I'm so sorry.
We weren't saying anything about you, Mike. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Hi,
Mike.
Brad.
Hey, it's an interesting experience. I hope you enjoy it.
So sorry to crash this.
Let me
Good
just
to
move.
see everyone.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Hi. Apparently Uber can tell you 8:02 TA and then bring you back at 8:47. Oh, that's something I was not aware of.
45 minutes late?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they accounted for traffic, but not 45 minutes worth.
Hey, Benny, remember earlier when I said I missed going into the city?
Yeah.
Turns out I don't. I forgot about stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah, it could be a big pain in the booty.
Sorry, everyone.
You should be.
You should move to Connecticut where you just have to wait 40 minutes for any ride share.
Well, I'm glad to be in Connecticut.
What's that?
Alex, go ahead.
No, I don't remember. I was just joking. Don't worry, we can move on.
Dan, talk about living in Connecticut. I want to hear about.
I like it. I got a house, and there's there's a bird's nest out front, and there's eggs in it. And I look every day to see if the eggs hatched. And I feed the birds. I'm becoming an old bird. I'm looking into model trains. These are all true statements. I got a foundation guy coming tomorrow morning because it rained a bunch, and I looked down and there's a bunch of water in my basement, so it's coming in through a crack in the concrete. So that's happening. There's a lot of bugs in this room frequently because they're coming in through the AC. So we had to buy some foam to try to spray in there. That should be arriving soon. So this is it's exciting stuff. Vinny, I talked to Vinny for a long time, like over an hour before I moved in, and got some tips. I cut up a bunch of coax cable in the basement. It's feeling good. I like owning a house. It's good.
Wait, why'd you cut up coax cable in the basement?
Well, they had all the bedrooms had like these like coax cables coming out that went to nothing, and I don't have cable, and so I asked the whatever internet guy like, how do I get these out of here? I don't want these dangly cables everywhere. And he's like, oh, they're dead. You can just cut them all in the basement. So I just I followed all of them, and I was like, okay, that's not going to kill me if I cut that. And I just went all through the basement, tearing it all up and everything, and now I don't have cable anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. I have
what kind of bug? What kind of bugs you got?
I got this crazy alien antler thing. I posted a picture of once. It's really gross. I got a bug zapper going on right here. If I switch to cam 3, you should be able to see it.
Yeah, switch to cam 3.
Yeah, please give us
cam 3. Let me see. Is this cam 3?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that's crap. Wait. It's this one, I think.
That's
nope, that's the Smashy Bet stage. Hang on. Here's okay. Oh, it's behind the TV. Yeah, you can't see it. The TV's blocking it. So I got a CRT over there. That's nice.
Look at this room.
It's nice. It's
my
very nice.
Goodness, look
I
at
think
you.
it might actually be bigger than our studio was.
Yes.
Oh, it's definitely bigger than the Giant Bomb E studio. There's no question about that. Yeah.
That's wild. The house bugs are terrifying. I don't know, like as soon as I moved into a house, learned a lot about all sorts of bugs.
Moths, tiny ones that you can barely even see, but you can feel them, and so you just feel crazy, like you're slapping stuff all the time, and then it's like you can't even see their corpses. I got an electric tennis racket thing right next to me that sometimes I can take care of them with. It's just a whole thing. We were recording Fire Escape last night, and Mike had to let me know that what I thought was a black speck on the screen was actually a giant bug on the wall behind me. So that was terrifying.
It was crawling towards you, so there was a moment of panic where Dan was mid-story and then slinked off of his chair to go get his trusty Zappy Boy. It just looks like a tiny tennis racket, like a tennis racket for babies. And then he would come back.
The Zappy Boy.
And every once in a while you can hear it.
Aww.
Tennis racket for babies.
It was like shorting out. Last time I did it, it was like electrocuting. Wait, no, it's done.
Have you ever zapped anything with it?
Oh yeah, it really does the trick. It kills them real good.
Have you ever tried licking it?
No. You told me some horse shit about batteries one time. You told me about Power Tools licenses, and I believed that for a long time, that you needed to have a license to operate Power Tools.
Yeah, it's true.
No, it's not. People told me you were fucking with me. It's not true, Vinny. You can just buy a drill.
Maybe in
I
Connecticut.
mean, maybe in Connecticut you can.
Yeah. Sorry, it's a state law thing. Yeah.
With a cord or without a cord? You should try looking at it. See what happens. See, I'm curious. I mean,
would that actually kill me? Would it be like I just assume it's a Blanca situation? It would literally be like you'd see my skeleton on the thing, and it would just be like yellow jagged lines.
There's definitely that much juice in the 2 AA's that are in
What would it do? Would
many-
my tongue go away?
How many batteries are in it?
No.
I don't. It's a micro USB charges it. So what is it like? Does it kill? Does it zap my taste buds? Like what? Or would it just sting?
Would
it just
might go a little numb for a bit? I don't know.
There's
but like,
only
also
one way to find out.
I'm not. I think I would actually. I'm
with
convinced I would
bug
die.
corpses. It's
That's
usually
the
bug
gross
corpses,
part. Yeah.
dude.
Ask the
kind of
bugs.
pleasant.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mike
if
would
you,
do
had
that on a dare.
if you had a pacemaker, I would question it, but I think you'll be fine.
I
Healthy
assume
as a
what would
horse.
happen is you do like 6 different poses, right? Like very quickly, like as it's going right, and then then when it stopped, you'd be smoking, and your beard would be like, oh, wow.
It'd be like frayed at the end and burning.
it'd be like, "Whew," and then we'd all have a good laugh and be like, oh, Dan.
That sounds like good content. I gotta do it. I gotta make a bit goal for that.
Marv at the washing machine doing the.
I like how Discord rejected Mike's voice there and just like shut it down. We just don't want any part of that.
Doing this.
That got through, unfortunately.
So, Mary, to answer your question, like a couple of PAXs. Like it's been probably a lot. At some point, we were going to 2 a year. Some people were doing the third one. We were doing 2 a year, and then oddly enough, both of my kids were born around PAX. So my daughter was born end of August, and my son was born end of May, which wound up being PAX East and PAX West. And so that's when I started alternating PAXs and kids' birthdays to say, no, this is a PAX year. Sorry, sweetie. Daddy's got to go do a panel. It's Max gets his birthday this year, which is my son. So yeah, it was a lot of PAXs, a lot. I always really enjoyed
to
them.
your children and telling them you're still going to PAX once a year.
I just got back from E3. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
It was a hell of a trip. Man, that was a long one, right, guys? The thing I loved was and listen, I love seeing y'all, and this is great, but I really did like seeing everybody else there. Like it was such a great place to meet people and pick up colds you hadn't got before. Ever.
Yeah, the PAX box.
I always miss the things where it's like you just be going back to the hotel or something at the end of the night, and it's just like there's always the lobby bar there or whatever. It's like, oh, there's Lang. Lang saw me. Oh, he's handing me drinks. I guess this is the next 5 hours. Okay. It was always fun though. I remember some of those Paxomania things the next mornings being like super rough at those PAX. Me, Mike, and Mary had one really rough one.
Morning?
Yes, like and be like completely out of it and like, oh god, what are we supposed to say? What's the thing? What's the bit here? Like, yeah, those were rough sometimes. It's always Sunday morning.
Well, you know, I mean, we did such a good job rehearsing those shows and really working out the kinks beforehand. So, you know, it all just moved very smoothly.
That's why you're so upset when something goes wrong, because you've put so much energy into the preparation of it that when you're that hungover, it's just a big disappointment that you can't execute.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, when you set off the fire alarm, you know, that's 11 months of work down the drain.
I will say that was one of the most impressive moments of vamping I've ever seen is when the fog machine set off the fire alarm and we were fucked for like 40 minutes. And Greg Miller, of course, is the one just like, give me the microphone. I'm just going to say shit for 40 minutes. And like did it and it worked and kept the crowd engaged and everything. Like I remember watching that being like, wow, okay, I think he might be really good at this thing.
I think Turn on the Fog Machine was like a trending thing that we heard for years, became a part of good PAX lore, was when the fog machine happened.
I think it became an actual character in the lore, if I remember correctly.
The fog machine itself?
Yeah, it became a sentient presence somewhere in the lore.
Canonically, who is the champion right now?
I don't actually remember because I haven't done it in a few years, and I'm not sure where things left off.
There is a belt. Somebody has that belt somewhere.
Yes, it's true. Someone is still League of Heels
championship. It's not a championship.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Is it Finny?
Championship.
It's me. I took the belt.
Are you the secret champion?
Somebody left it on the floor, and I just picked it up at some point. It was next to some sugar glass and tears. And
that sugar glass busted me open. That's the only time I've done.
Did it really cut you?
I've got pictures of my head blood on a table.
What?
Yeah.
You had a little nodule of blood on there.
Uh-huh.
Isn't the whole point to not do that?
That's what I thought.
It's
You
a
didn't-
lot
you-
less blood than regular glass would give.
Yeah, you didn't palm a razor and just like do it like like I know like there's
Wear
all
the
sorts of-
crimson
What kind of business do you think this is?
I don't know. I've seen you guys kick each other in the face and throw people on a table. I'm not really sure. I saw people come in riding humans, people using people as dogs. It's a weird show. I don't know. It's and then
Where is the line?
Is it Rubens? Was Rubens the dog, Mary? You were the dog walker, right? It was Rubens and Ian. Is that
I've
right?
had many pets. Ian was my favorite. Ian Kelly.
Yeah.
I think I've had because I did it at Australia, which you guys weren't at, and I didn't know as many people there, and I just literally tweeted, "Does anyone want to be my dog?" And I had 2 people show up, and I put ears on them, and I said, "Get out there."
You got to be careful with that one.
Well,
They were good about it. I lucked out. I got 2 good ones. Good. Yeah, strays are important. You know, you can't always get grade A. You get them where you can.
That's right. You don't look for papers when you're just asking for a dog in Australia.
That's like 5 minutes to the show.
That's impressive.
I know.
What are they doing now? They're doing PAX, Prime, or is it PAX West now? They call it, not Prime. All right. So this is technically East, right? What we're doing right now. And then
yeah, sure. I believe that's right.
And West is in a person in a building with tangible elements, right?
Correct.
Tangible elements, not.
I mean, it's in the real. It's in the real world. Yeah, it's like there's controllers and people and stuff.
Yes, there will be bodies there. I don't know how many, but there will be bodies.
Okay, yeah. Same old convention center?
Yes, I believe it is still at the same place.
Okay, that's cool.
That's I don't know if I'm ready for those kind of crowds. This is
Oh, I'm definitely not.
Yeah, that's I think I have the like I used to really enjoy seeing everybody and doing all that stuff, and even now when it's like a group of 10 people, I'm like, wow, this is a lot. This
to go from nothing, because I mean I was really kind of holed up in my apartment throughout most of the pandemic, and then to go from that to I went to a work conference in April that had 25,000 people at it, and that's a real rough swing where it's like, wow, that's a lot of people, right? Big events and stuff. That's crazy.
In April? Did you say?
Yeah, I was fully vaccinated and everything. Yeah.
Okay. That's man.
Yeah, I was good. We still mask and everything, but like I was fully vaccinated. So that
I
was
went to
my
a
first
wedding
travel thing.
in May, and I remember being stressed about that. And it was a room of people that were vaccinated, but you just never know, and it felt stressful. And I remember taking breaks and being like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, even though you didn't have to go, because you wanted to. I forgot how to social. I forgot how to carry a conversation for that long and look people in the eyes. That's something I really forget, because I can look anywhere. You don't know where I'm looking. You don't know what I'm doing over here.
I don't miss the necessary eye contact. I'm not good with eye contact. So video recordings are great because I can look wherever.
Yeah.
You want us to throw up the photo of you again, just to make things a little easier? Or?
That'd be great.
But can we cut out the eyes and put his actual eyes there, like the old Conan bit? Can we do that?
Hi, I'm Mike. This is my arcade. This is my arcade cabinet. It's NBA and NBA. Come play my arcade cabinet. No, it's just I don't know. Eye contact's never been easy for me.
What happened?
Guys, this happens more than you'd think on Fire Escape.
That was like a Cartman meets like.
Hey, I just shaved my face. This is my arcade cabinet. Come play NBA basketball.
I don't know. It's probably offensive. I don't know.
Not good. Not good at all.
I don't know what it is. I don't know how to quantify it.
Put the ball in the hoop and the fabric thing. Let's get 2 points. Go behind that line, it'll be 3. No, I really don't miss eye contact. Like I suck at eye contact. It's a genuine problem. I've been working on it throughout my whole life, but I think I was telling Dan and Mary this. I have a huge problem with eye contact, and now on video, just calls in general, it's nice to be able to not have to look square into someone's face and feel everything that they're thinking.
Do you ever when you're on a meeting, do you just stare into the camera, like when you're talking, when it's your turn to talk, and you just look right into the camera and talk?
Feels weird.
Yeah, that's like eye contact. Like I can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking to you guys right now, so this is me talking right to the camera instead
Well,
of.
but you guys
looking-
do the Twitch stuff now and everything. So do you do more like like we didn't do a ton of chat stuff at Giant Bomb. You know, we typically sometimes we'd have the iPad up with the chat and everything, but UPF and everything we didn't have the chat. So are you guys transitioning now that you're doing Twitch? Like, are you doing more of that and talking to people on the fly, or since you've got a few you? Because I do that all the time because it's just me and that's who I talk to. But like, do you guys find yourselves talking amongst yourselves or with the chat more?
More amongst ourselves, but like, you know, we've been keeping the chats open and trying to interact where possible.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mechatron, for the sub. We do it a little bit here and there.
Nice. How much do you charge for farts?
He's a natural.
Yeah.
We don't have the fart API hooked up yet, but we're working.
Oh, Vinny, talk to me afterwards. I'll get you set up with the fart functionality.
Okay, good. Yeah. We've been really trying to thread that needle between what's too long a fart and what's too short a fart.
Well, you got to give them variety. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Vinny, what was the thing? You said something before we went on the air that you said save it about me taking names of features.
Oh, when I was still at Giant Bomb and you messaged me being like, "Hey, can I do this? Can I just do this as the run?" And I said, "I don't think you can just do that."
But why? Like legally, who comes after me? How's this work?
Who comes after you?
Red Ventures.
I don't know. It works
John
anymore.
Law.
You should ask them.
Dude,
We didn't like copyright. We weren't filling out paperwork for like burgle my bananas. Like I could just do that, right?
I did. You didn't have to worry about it because I filled out all the paperwork for Burrow My
Thank you.
Bananas.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mike.
Me and Vinny took care of it. You didn't have to worry about it.
You could do anything you want until you hear from lawyers. So
Who the fuck's coming after me for this is the run?
Dan, this is things that people say right before they get sued. It's also
That's
like
right.
it reminds me of like, what are you gonna do?
Statements
Stab
made
me?
before terrible
Well,
events.
I didn't use this is the run, so we're fine. But you said I did it with several though. I don't even know which other one you were
I
talking
thought
about.
there was another one that you messaged me and was like, "It would be okay if I did this," and I was like, "I don't think you can do this," but I can't remember what it was.
Well, I didn't use it, so legally we're cool.
Yeah, no, you're in the clear.
You're cool with. I am not an employee there anymore.
Right, yeah.
You are,
Why the
I'm
fuck
not
do you
your
care?
boss.
Yeah.
I'm not your boss, nor do I even work there. So hey, listen, go.
Jan's gonna come
Go
after
nuts.
Go burgle your bananas all you want.
me. Okay.
Yeah, I everything as far as I understand, everything you created there, they own. And that includes all the names and rights of everything there. Every image of you taken during that time, they own. So you can't reproduce any of that content. It's my
I'm pretty sure
understanding.
the name Dan Reichert belongs to them too, so you might want to change that soon.
Jeez, it's my shoot name.
When
Yeah,
we did
Mary and I
Knievel
are-
at
yeah.
GameSpot, and when we left, they kept making Resident Evil games, so we were like, Kanini is now the name.
We asked.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say that we asked.
We
just assumed we couldn't say Knievel anymore, so now we call it Kanini, but I'd
Kanini.
still say Knievel all the time.
You're working on
I
8
like-
now, right?
Yeah. Mary's toward the end of she's in the factory in Village.
I think I got like just a little bit left, maybe like one more stream.
Like one episode. It's like 2 hours. Yeah. Getting
We've
toward
been
the end of it.
threatening to put a VR helmet on Brad and make him play 7.
That's the most
true.
effective VR experience
I've been
like to date,
threatening
I
to
think.
do that to myself.
I would
Oh, it's
love
pretty
to
good.
see
As a
that.
matter of fact.
Can you do it on PC now, or is it still just PSVR?
Somebody might have hacked it in, not officially.
Oh, okay.
Officially, it's still PlayStation only. I'm not sure if somebody's. I mean, the people get everything working in VR these days, right?
I'll never forget Alien Isolation in VR, which was a hack that we did at the time. And that
They
was
had
the
a demo.
scariest VR experience ever.
Speaking of industry shows and stuff, they had an official demo. I think it was like the VR company had like a VR version of Alien Isolation that they showed off before the game came out, but then it was never actually released in any official form.
Yeah, Resident Evil 7 rules in VR. That was great. That game does such a good job of doing like what Outlast did, when it's like, there's a basement and you don't want to go down there, but then you pick up some sort of puzzle piece or clue that hints that you really need to go to the basement, and that's when VR becomes terrifying. The anticipation of going down there. That was great. Resident Evil 7 does that really well.
I think the idea was we were going to put Brad into isolation so he wouldn't hear me and Vinny talking over him.
Yeah, no, I mean, you have to. That's the
You have
way
to.
I can't break the immersion if we're going to get the authentic experience.
I mean,
Well,
that still is on the docket.
It's on the list. It just has
I
not
would like
been
to see that.
to the top just yet.
Yeah,
The
Vinny, with
higher
you
power than us
producing
is making these decisions.
Vinny, with you, you've produced so many live streams over many years and different types of technology and everything. So moving over to Twitch, what has been that? What's that experience been like for you?
Well, Dan, thanks for the question. Great question.
Thanks. I'll sit back down.
Very, very great question, Dan.
That's the best part of PAX is the questions, right? Yeah,
It's so what you know we had a kind of custom CMS, a content management system, when we've been through various jobs, GameSpot, Giant Bomb, a bunch of stuff. There's something nice about whether it's YouTube or Twitch, places that have streamlined that for the lowest common denominator. The drag and drop process of those things is very easy. You just you drag your file into YouTube. Even getting our stuff when we were at Giant Bomb at the time, and things might have changed, I don't know, but at the time it was more complicated than just uploading it directly to YouTube, like just dragging it onto the thing. I mean, there were a lot of back-end settings we did not have control over, so monetization and ads and what countries it's going to be allowed in. So that stuff, once you have the keys to the kingdom and can set it up per your liking, is a little easier. But streaming to Twitch is easy. Streaming to YouTube also is very easy. They have them set up so that everyone can do it. I mean, you could stream from your PS4, right?
Your phone or something, yeah.
Yeah, it's super easy. When you use a more custom application, you have to kind of have someone else then change the front end for what you use every time something else changes there. So every time Twitch or YouTube would change something on their API, Giant Bomb or CBS would have to then account for that and change something on their front end. So that takes engineering time, and that's hard and difficult. So it's pretty easy. But you get things that you are then on somebody else's platform, right? That's the cost of doing business. So, if you get strikes or you get, the whole video game thing of, demonetized or going to be muted or somebody else is owning that platform, allowing you to publish content on it under their rules. So that's the big trade-off, right? You're not in charge of that.
I think it's maybe the rudest awakening since we started was the morning of that Nintendo E3 conference when 90 minutes before it started. Word came out in Japanese only that maybe we shouldn't actually stream that on this week and a half old channel, and it was like, should we do this? Should we not do it? Like, we never had to think about this before, and now
I err on the side of caution with that. I turned down the direct feed thing. Like, it's like I'm not going to screw with it, even if it's like this weird Japanese tweet. Well, like, Vinny, you're not using like a TriCast or anything, right? Or are you just using straight up like Streamlabs or something?
No, so I'm using vMix at home on a PC here. So I am using vMix. I like it a lot. I mean, it probably splits the difference between something like OBS and a TriCaster, and it kind of lands right in the middle there. It's somewhat affordable if you want to call like $800 to $1,200 affordable for a piece of software, but it does a lot of the things that I find lacking or more complicated in OBS. Audio is never great for me in OBS. Switching scenes between audio, I never really loved in OBS. I think you can get around it. It's just a little complicated. So I'm enjoying it. I think it's not a full control center. I like physical apparati, but it's going to these services. They have figured it out. It's they know what they're doing, but also there's a lot of good and a lot of bad that comes with those things, and also it's generally free, which is pretty good.
That's the nice part.
Can't beat
because
free.
When you go to something like Akamai or Bright Cove or any of those other places, you are then paying a lot of money to host that stuff. It is not, and you're paying for storage. And I'm gonna let you all know, it never gets cheaper because you're hosting your archives, and that storage just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you're moving up to 4K, and the old stuff, unless you're just going to delete it, which you're not, that storage gets cheaper, but your content never goes away. So it might seem like this is easy at first, and then suddenly you're like 17,000 petabytes later are like, man, should we just knock off the last 10 years of our stuff because it costs a lot of money? Does anybody watch this thing from 2008 and be like, well, yeah, it got 3 views, so we can't. Okay. Anyway.
Do you, as the video producer, have a giant hard drive anywhere that has literally everything you did at Giant Bomb?
Oh, I got a giant hard drive.
Oh, come on now.
Ah.
No, it's like it's Synology. Like there's 4 of them. We used to put them. We had them by year. We had them by 2018, 2019. You don't remember in the studio? Had stickers on them.
I didn't know what anything did in there.
Okay. Yeah. It was.
I never knew what keyboard did what.
There's a 20 terabyte storage unit for each year.
Oh, on the big stack thing in the window room, the control room.
Yeah. They were stacked up, and then they would just kind of fill up, and then we'd have to delete stuff off because we did more than because our stuff was stupid and long. It was like, why do you need archives?
Yeah, we were making the worst kind of videos for the internet, the kinds that were like 10 to 30 gigabytes each. That is not cost effective at all. No.
Yeah. It was a very big hard drive. They were at the time. I think when you're spending somebody else's money, you're like, I'm going to get these 8 terabyte hard drives and get 17 of them, and let's do it. How much are they? They're like $500 a piece. Like, yeah, okay.
You just got like a 32 gigabyte thumb drive now?
Yeah.
And now that no one's paying for it?
Yeah, that's right. Now I just delete everything right away, and it's like, yeah. This,
hopefully no one wanted to see that ever again.
I just took the flash card out of my Switch. That's save everything to that. This SD card. Yeah. That's any other questions, Dan?
No, I'll yield my time. I think other people are lined up.
Okay.
What do you think
talking
happened?
about PAX? What are we doing here?
Oh, I had a question.
Oh yeah, Mike, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what do you think happens after you die?
Brad, you want to take that one?
Yeah, for anybody.
Great.
Really.
Yeah, it's just there you go.
Yeah, it just ends. I think those two.
Cool.
Anyway.
I think you get trapped in the last thing you were thinking about forever.
Oh no.
Shit.
Oh, that's a terrible one.
That's nightmare
Yeah.
fuel, Vinny. People talk
Yep,
think
and
about stuff all the time they don't want to think about forever.
That's right. And as your brain just slowly decomposes, you're just the time slows down, and that's it.
I have like an Eddie Money song stuck in my head. I'm just hearing "Take Me Home Tonight" for eternity.
Yep.
That's
you're lucky.
That's
You're
right.
lucky. Yeah,
That's right.
could be worse, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, wait. You go to heaven. That's,
Aww.
It's very pleasant.
But only if you were a very good dog in real life.
And only if you were, but it's Eddie Money up there all the time. Playing.
Yes, it's Eddie Money and every beloved dog. They're the only ones that are in heaven.
They deserve it.
Yes.
Yes. And Eddie Money's dog. I don't know if Eddie Money had a dog. Or how.
He's dead.
At some point. I don't know.
Eddie Money's dead?
Yeah, he died.
Dead? Or his dog is dead?
He was thinking
I don't know about the dog
Take Me Home
situation.
tonight, right before he died.
Yeah.
He was composing a song when he died, so now he has an unfinished Eddie Money song stuck in his head for the rest of eternity.
There are worse
Purgatory.
ways to go.
Shaken 2. So PAX.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. It's been Mary, to answer your question. It's been a lot of PAXs. Yeah, it's been more than a few. How many PAXs have you done? 6, you said, Mary?
Something like that. I forget them, and I talk about years, not PAXs, because I've done 2 to 3 PAXs in a year. So I don't want to. I classify that as one PAX year.
Okay.
Because I get them mixed up. But I do remember the year that we all joined forces and had a bar and did a PAX as a group. Do you guys remember that?
The parlor?
Yeah,
it was like the parlor. That was maybe my favorite one. Yeah, we did the live Mario Party. We traded off with GameSpot stuff. Oh my god,
that was
great.
a month after I started.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mike,
sorry,
you just started
Mike
the
can't
GameSpot.
join. Hold on, 1 second.
Did we do a Rock Band night? Did we do a Rock Band night at that comedy club?
We did a subscriber night where that was a different night that we did at like a little restaurant where we all sat on stools and did like Q&A stuff. And then you never did Rock Band while I was there. I remember going to your guys' Rock Band things while I was at Game Informer, like at the Brattle in Boston.
Yeah, dude, the fucking Rock Band nights at the Brattle Theater was kind of the beginning of the end for me and PAX, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I remember, Brad, I remember hanging out with you and Casey Malone drinking while I think like Klepek and a bunch of those guys were up on stage playing like Rock Band, doing like a panel up there. Yeah.
Those were always really fun. I always felt a little bad because we were sort of encouraged to be like, get drunk and judge these people. And it's like, they're just nice people coming up to sing, their favorite My Chemical Romance song. And we're just sitting there just berating them at the end.
Yeah,
and it wasn't so bad when it was like Patrick Klepek. That's fine. I don't berate the shit out of him, but the other one else, I felt a little bad.
He's pure. You can't do that to Patrick.
As people got drunker, I think there was some urge to out Simon Cowell each other toward all the people that were singing, and it got a little out there. So,
yeah. I enjoyed watching those things. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I would ever be comfortable judging somebody up there. Just be like.
But you went up there, performed a few times.
Aww.
Did I? I don't know if I ever did.
I think you were at least playing guitar or something.
I don't like being in public at all, really, ever. Like or on stage. I have tremendous stage fright and public speaking problems. I do it with you guys because you're all very fun to do it with, and it's like makes it very comfortable. But like, I would not choose to. I don't have that thing in me that's like, let me get out there and show them what's what. I don't.
That was kind of a recurring thing with, especially a lot of the Giant Bomb staff, because I mean, look, we all know each other. We're pretty good at doing shows together and that kind of thing. But like being up in front of an audience that's like, let's just say between 800 and 1,000 people staring at you, that's harrowing.
Alex, I think it was the one where I kicked you at the end. I think it was like 20 minutes before that. I had a like full scale, no joke panic attack up there. And I remember just being like, just freezing up and just being like, oh, I hope no one tosses to me or anything. It's like, I literally just can't function right now. It's taking all I've got to like not leave the stage. And I remember the ones after that, I was always worried it was going to happen again. So I always had like a flask with me with some whiskey or something. I remember Brad, you were sitting next to me one time and it was like, we're sitting up there. Everyone's kind of filing in, coming in. And I remember thinking like, wow, and Brad's just like, he's just kind of calm and it seems like he's done this a million times, not bothering him at all. And I remember you looked over and you saw me pouring whiskey into my Coke Zero, and I remember you just were like, "Can I have some of that?" And you just took a swig off my flask. I was like, "Okay, all right." He's got it too.
Panel after panel, at PAX after PAX, I would try to dial in like, what is the responsible amount of alcohol to drink before this panel, so I can get through it, but not make an ass out of myself.
So it's two things. Like one, I'll just say, Dan, whatever panic attack stuff you were going through, you nailed that super kick. So that's all.
Thank you. I'm happy that's
dead on. Two, maybe this is a little peek behind the curtain here. Maybe you think we went into some of those panels like planning, like having an idea of what we were going to do or what we were going to say or how the format of any of that stuff was going to go. Let me assure you, we never, ever did. Ever.
Outside of like, we know, okay, somebody like Drake or someone's going to do a bit halfway through. So like at 8:30 or whatever, make sure there's a break and they can come up and do the hot dog cart thing or whatever.
The year we had like a de facto ska band playing us on and off, I remember that was sort of, like, okay, we knew this was going to happen, but also we never rehearsed a thing.
Was that the Symphony Hall one where it was like 2,000, 3,000? It was like that huge thing, and see how that was insane. That was the biggest crowd we had.
That one was insane. No, that wasn't that one. That was one of the regular East ones. It was just that John Drake was like, hey, we're going to do a band thing, and we're just going to I'm going to set up my drums, and we're going to have a couple of people just play you guys on and off. And I remember he was like, hey, you should play drums on one of these. And then I got on there, and we didn't rehearse anything. We just kind of just winged it.
That's part of the charm of the whole thing, right? Sometimes, sometimes it goes super well, but sometimes you go into something just like not planning at all. Like there were a couple I remember just like 20 minutes in, it's just like, well, none of us really played anything on the show floor, and well, what do you got, Benny?
Let's see how fast we can eat hot dogs.
Oh God, I hated that one so much.
The hot dogs. Oh.
The thing I'm worst at in the world.
You're good at catching them.
How many hot dogs you can eat?
After that,
you didn't know. You had no idea. You had no idea. I never felt. No, I was never mad at you about that. I was like, oh God, I do terribly. I probably got mad.
How many hot dogs did you eat?
Like I probably took 2 bites and then took 20 minutes to swallow it.
Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna do the hot dog competition anytime soon, is what you're saying.
No.
Okay.
No.
Did it have mustard on it?
I still won't do mustard.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
No.
It had something on it you don't like relish.
No, I think it was just a plain hot dog. Chili and cheese would be acceptable, but anything else, no way.
No ketchup?
The Chicago horse shit, no. The Chicago horse shit is the weirdest. Like it's like what relish and onion, and they put like 90 things on it.
Slice, banana peppers.
That's so gross. No, just the meat is fine. Throw some cheese or chili on it if you're feeling crazy, but that's all you need.
In almost all cases, the meat in the hot dog is not fine.
Yeah, like the hot dog regulations on meat are specifically designed to let people put whatever they want in a hot dog.
I'm not saying the contents of the hot dog are of like top grade, but I'm saying like taste wise, I've probably had 3,000 hot dogs in my life, and 2,994 of them have been just the meat.
I gotta do the math on this. I gotta know where you're pulling this from.
Just a plain dog?
I guess. Yeah, plain dog. I'd say the times I went to Sonic, I went to Sonic Drive. Oh yeah, with a bun. Yeah, I'm not just like taking bites.
You're
out,
not an animal.
Like it's a Slim Jim. No, like probably the few times I've gone to like a Sonic drive-in and didn't just get a bunch of cheddar bites, I would get a foot-long chili cheese coney. But every other hot dog, I think, has been like totally plain.
Wait, Dan, say cheddar again.
Well, no, cheddar. No. At Sonic Drive-In, it's like Toys R Us. It's cheddar bites. So I'm just trying to do the Sonic branding correctly.
Okay, you have to say the R. I think it's.
I just want to respect the branding.
That's right.
Yes, I know you and Brands. I go way back.
Love them. My good personal friends, Brands.
My friend Brands and
yeah. You guys heard about Bud Light?
No.
I saw you pouring another beverage right before this, and I almost asked you if it was going to be an ad.
It's that brown Bud Light.
That's okay. All
right.
Would you put cheese on a hot dog, Dan? Like a cheese product?
Of course.
Okay. So
are you nuts? Yes.
No. So wait. Why don't you do that? Let's put
Actually,
some.
You know what? I have done that. No. When I take it back. When I worked at AMC Theaters, you would have the things for the nachos, and since I worked there, we got free hot dogs, and everyone stole like cheese and stuff like that. So you just go up to the break room with one of the nacho cheeses and the hot dogs, which the size is perfect to just dunk the whole thing, bun and all, into the nacho cheese. So actually, there were probably 4 years where I was having nacho cheese hot dogs at least 10 times a week.
Yeah,
it was good.
I don't know.
Now,
it's like a French dip, but for like a maniac.
Oh, that's not a crazy thing. That's not a weird Dan thing. That's a hot dog and cheese. Is just good old fashioned American food.
I did that as well when I was at the roller rink. It's good. It's very bad for you, but also it is that's stuff you can pull off when you're like 16 or 17, and then
which is how old I was when I worked there.
Yeah. That's like you can your body just brushes that stuff right off. If I did that now, I'd probably be in a hospital. Like
you still having your Domino's nights?
No,
it's been a while.
What constituted a Domino's night? I need to know.
That's young man's living.
You did that as of like 2.5 years ago.
Was that anything like the KFC bucket?
Yeah, it was very similar. Okay. Yeah, it's my 3,500 calorie nights.
Jeez,
I've left a lot of those behind. But listen, you gotta everybody makes choices, and that's one of the choices I made. It's I'm not proud of it.
If you want garbage pizza, you could do a lot worse than Domino's.
That is a true.
Yeah. Domino's isn't really pizza. It's like its own thing. It's like a Domino's.
Yeah, it's like the way that Taco Bell is not actually Mexican food. It is just a loose approximation of it.
Yeah. Domino's is Domino's. It's not like real pizza.
Domino's is definitely like one tier above Little Caesars, but they're all better than Papa John's. And then I feel like it's Domino's, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Papa John's.
In the Midwest, it's so crazy because Pizza Hut was the gold standard of pizza, and it was so nuts to me. That was in Kansas and Minnesota when I lived there, and that was one of the most shocking things about moving to San Francisco for me. Is the first night I was just like, "All right, gonna watch a pay-per-view. Let's call up old Pizza Hut here, 648-888. No matter where you are, that's the number." And it's just like, oh, there's just no Pizza Huts here. I remember being like, that has to be a mistake. There's no way. Like Pizza Hut is. I thought Pizza Hut was like McDonald's nationwide, where it's like, listen, you could live in the middle of Montana and there's 4 different locations that would deliver to you. That's what I genuinely thought.
This all makes sense. Your relationship with San Francisco never recovered from that night.
I was shocked. It was insane. Well, San Francisco is not a great pizza town. Outside of that, Tony's.
No, it's not.
You always talk about you hated it here, and now
Tony's is some of the best pizza I've ever had. But the guy's from New York.
Yes, exactly. New York. Oh my God, it's an embarrassment of riches with pizza stuff there.
But also, if you're talking to your new San Francisco friends, like talking like you're gonna tie someone to a railroad track by ordering pizza and being like, "Hey, okay, let's go order some Pizza Hut and let's call 1-888 and they can go from anywhere." Was it?
I figured the only difference would be in San Francisco that like a drone would deliver it to you or something. But like, I assume for sure they would have stuffed crust Pizza Hut. Yeah. They don't really in New York either. I had to walk. I spent like a whole Sunday once walking around looking for a Pizza Hut.
And they shouldn't. It's
Wait,
New
there's
York.
a Pizza Hut
That's
in
a
New
good
York?
point. I did get in New York. I had to go to a really filthy Pizza Hut because when they had the Cheez-It pizza, and none would deliver to my house or to my apartment. I just super wanted to try the Cheez-It pizza. And they're like, well, okay, there's a location way down here. And I lived on the Upper East Side and I had to walk all the way down. Like it took me like an hour and 20 minutes to walk to one place and they didn't have it. And I called and I called corporate, the Pizza Hut, and I was like, where can I get they didn't have the Cheez-It pizza at this location. Like where in Manhattan can I get this? And they had to like direct me to two other ones. And eventually in Penn Station underground, they had the filthiest fucking Pizza Hut and they had the Cheez-It pizza there. And I went down there. I think I complained.
There's a Pizza Hut in Penn Station?
And I complained to corporate. I complained to corporate about like, how come these locations don't have this new thing you're advertising? And they gave me like $50 gift certificates. And so it all worked. And I got the Cheez-It pizza.
Do you have a piece?
Did you just say it like an Italian?
Yeah. It was
I
very
got the
tasteful.
Cheez-It pizza.
Yeah. Yes.
Was the person on the other line like, Jesus, Dan, just stop calling? Like,
very nice. Hey, I'm always extremely nice. That's a very important thing to me about customer service. I've worked several call centers. It's not their fault. So I was very, very nice. I was like, hey, I know you got this Cheez-It thing. I've been walking around. Oh, I want it so bad. It looks so good. How do I get this thing? I just want it so bad. And they're like, okay, can you walk to this place? And I walk. It's like I was geocaching for Cheez-It pizza. And they led me there.
Talking to Neo in the bullpen in that office. All right, you're going to duck and you're going to go now.
That's right.
Dan,
We're going to cross train tracks. Yeah.
That record guy is irate right now. Where do we have some Cheez-It pizzas? Tell him to go to Penn.
Right.
I'm gonna
have to escalate this one. We got a code 7. We got a guy in Upper East Side can't get a cheesy pizza. We talk to him. Say cheddar. We got to get this guy a pizza.
And only if I was calling Sonic Corporate, Sonic Corporate, you bet your ass I would have said cheddar. And to reward me for my brand loyalty, they probably would have given me a fucking gift certificate.
They would have recognized the number, I'm sure. Hey, Dan's calling. Who wants to take this one?
I don't think I'm called Sonic. Yeah.
You mean the cheddar guy? He's the only one who says it like that. Just keep him going.
He did that. I'm sure everyone there has to say cheddar.
You're the only one who says cheddar. It sounds like something you track where the cheese is on like a scope, right? Hold on, let me check the cheddar. Let me
get me one of those.
You got a gorgonzola on the cheddar. I repeat, there is a gorgonzola incoming on the cheddar.
Yeah. Anyway, I look forward to your next Twitch stream where it will just. I'm sure if I pay a certain amount of bits, somebody will scream cheddar or the screen will shake.
Actually, I think I have to eat mustard and olives and a bunch of shit tomorrow night on my thing. So yeah, I'll be eating some gross stuff.
So you don't like mustard?
I've tried it. I think when I first started dating Bianca, she was like, "Oh, I've heard there's this really nice hot dog place off Market Street in San Francisco," and I remember being like, "Okay, I'll be a big boy. I'll go try this fancy place with the fancy mustard." And I ate it, but I remember thinking the mustard was not something that was going to be happening again in my life.
Have you ever had just like yellow mustard, just like a old barbecue? You should try that. I think you might like. No, okay.
I think the fancy mustard is not really up your alley. I think a basic yellow mustard could work in the right circumstances.
The closest thing, the closest thing was McDonald's has the new BTS nuggets meal, where it's like BTS, the K-pop band, did a branding thing with nuggets, and so there's special BTS sauces. And so if I don't know what something is, I'll eat anything. So it's like, that's why I thought, we've talked about the flavor crystals at White Castle. I ate those before I knew they were onions because I thought they were just mystery things or whatever. So likewise, I was like, it's BTS sauce. It's BTS sauce. I don't know what it is. So I didn't even like look at the ingredients. I was just like, a fun new sauce at McDonald's. And I tried it.
It's made of K-pop. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the less
I thought it was
like
good.
The more willing you are to eat.
Well, yeah. I thought it was pretty good, but then when I looked at the ingredients afterwards, I saw that mustard was an ingredient. And so even though I liked it, I was like, I can't have the BTS sauce anymore.
But you liked it.
I did. There was a time I threw away like a vat of macaroni and cheese my mom made because I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it, and then I found out I had sour cream in it, and I threw it all away. Like it's just I can't. Once that's in my head and I know what it is, I can't get it out of my head.
Have you ever looked at the ingredients on like Taco Bell?
That's just look. That's all great. Like I don't get. I don't get.
There's nothing
on reproach, okay?
Nothing bad in Taco Bell, Vinny.
I don't get sour cream. I don't get tomatoes. It's all tortilla meat and
Anything that
cheese.
resembles actual food, I get that. That's not on there. I don't want
tortilla.
If
No,
you did
tortilla meat and cheese is fine.
5 minutes research into any number of the chemicals that are in Taco Bell food.
No,
you
I
would
love
eventually
chemicals.
lose
No,
your-
no. That's where you're wrong. I will eat every chemical. You give me a chemical and I'll eat it. You give me I've never been done wrong by chemicals.
I don't think that's true.
This is the worst.
Didn't you have a spicy chip that like made you shit blood in a McDonald's in the Upper East Side?
Yeah, but that was like a dare thing. That was on the way to the Met, and yeah, that was a dare thing. I expect a dare thing to fuck me up.
So
I seriously, I will eat any number of chemicals before I eat mustard. Absolutely.
There's so many chemicals that would fuck you up.
What if I told you there are chemicals in
good.
mustard?
They taste good. What's that, Brett?
What if I told you there are chemicals in mustard?
If you could make a chemical only mustard, I would talk about it.
Oh man.
Dan, I've missed this.
Most yellow mustards kind of already are chemicals.
I am jealous of Mary and I'm jealous of Mike that they get to do this on a weekly basis with you. Because
That's pretty good.
Mike's the weird one on our podcast.
No, that's not true. That's not.
Mike's the weird. Mary, who's the weirdest one on our
Both
podcast?
fucking weird. Don't.
That's not
make
true.
me-
But Mike's a little weirder.
Don't
Only
love,
as
don't lump me in
characters,
with.
but you're a genuine weirdo.
Yeah,
Mike's
you
a
are.
Mike, you're not a genuine weirdo?
No, I'm straight laced as hell.
I've watched this man jump into garbage cans for fun in New York City.
It was
That's
not
just-
okay.
that's
It was
just a
in
good
Hoboken,
time.
and it was not for fun. You bet me money.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
think
okay, well.
Mike is odd for sure, but like there's an element of it of just standard oddities that you have decided that you would ingest chemicals more than you would ingest mustard. That does, make me squint at you.
That's what I grew up with, and like that's what I know.
That's
and so
okay.
the things
And I'm not
comfortable
judging
with,
you
know?
for it. I'm not saying it's bad. Let's not associate weird with bad, but I'm gonna say it's weird.
I think
That's
the
fair.
statement that chemicals have never done me wrong is very good, and I support this.
Stand
I
by.
like it.
Dan, lifelong Mr. Wizard fan.
Yeah, I did like Mr. Wizard.
Can we get? I want Dan. If you're selling merch for Firescape, get a picture of Mr. Wizard that just says "Chemicals ain't never done me wrong." Underneath it.
Never.
The estate
The
of
Mr.
Don
Wizard
Herbert
trademark.
would
Is he
love that.
alive? Is Mr. Wizard going to sue us?
No, he's not been around for a while, my friend.
Oh man. That's hey, listen. I'll say this. Y'all got some good chemistry. You know what I'm saying? This is,
Jeez, look at this.
All
Look
right.
at that. Look at that.
That's
Tons of chemicals.
tons of chemicals.
It was really cool to see you guys as well after the Giant Bomb departure do your own thing. I think that's awesome that you guys are keeping this live and doing that across the country and everything. So it feels good to see you guys still doing this stuff.
And I'm proud of you guys for making something really cool, and I'm just so excited for you to have seen such wonderful success and people are really supporting you, and I think that's awesome, and it couldn't go to better people.
Oh, that's super nice. I'm gonna knock on wood here because we
Take the
still
compliment.
are amazed. Yes,
Yeah.
take the compliment. Yes, thank you very much. It's kind of amazing. It's amazing, and we are super thankful. And in a way that I think all three of us kind of are still a little reeling from it. So thanks. It's hard. I think we talk constantly about what's going on here.
What's
which is
going
great.
on?
You don't
What's
have to say a
going on
number. You don't have to say a number, but did you guys internally amongst yourselves before you launched the thing have did you guys have your own guesses about like how many patrons and stuff you would get?
Oh, we had guesses for sure.
Yeah?
and let's
Yeah.
just say we shattered that
small
all of
fraction.
those expectations.
That was my assumption. Yeah, that was my assumption.
I really quick, Dan. I was super excited to see you get some State of Decay 2 in there, Brad.
Oh, thank you.
I play that game
You and me.
on and off throughout the years a lot, and it's gotten really good since it first came out. So that's great.
Yes, vastly underrated game. But so yeah, now I have an excuse to drag these guys into it, and they can't say no.
Yeah, I've been
Because
watching
the patrons have spoken, and that's the content, and now we're gonna do it.
And now Brad is the warlord, and we are doing his bidding.
That's right.
And are we in the wrap up? Is this officially the wrap up, or
I'll let you
We got
know.
time, don't
I'll
we?
be like, everyone be quiet. I'll tell you.
Okay, good.
I'll
good.
interrupt you.
Uh,
We're good. Go for it. Live your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, and you guys, I can't believe you were able to get together and do like a real tight 30 minute podcast.
We were shooting for, yeah. We wanted to be sure. We were used to doing longer podcasts in other places, but let's keep this one tight.
Keep it
People,
tight.
time is precious, so let's
Yeah, right.
Yeah. None of us were busy, so we figured let's just, burn a few hours in our day. We got just nothing but time, all of us. So yeah, why not?
It's super stressful.
It's very impressive that you guys, have pulled all this together, because you do have day jobs. Like, we are doing
We all
this
do.
entirely as our thing, and you guys have other work
Yeah.
on top of that, but you are still making a very enjoyable show. So
We like
congratulations
talking
on
to
that.
each other. We
That's the
would
thing.
always say, like, if there's something going on, just tell us and we'll leave. But turns out we don't have anything else going on, so we might as well talk, and we enjoy doing it. So until someone's tired or hungry, we're pretty good. And I've eaten a couple sandwiches while we record.
We got screenshots, yeah.
I love
the
that.
thing is, because we don't view it as our job or anything, and it's just so loose and we don't really plan it out, it does just feel like we're hanging out. That's it. So it's that's why it doesn't feel like work, or that even if we did work all day at our day jobs and had all these other projects and stuff, it kind of feels like, hey, let's relax and have a beer and talk to our friends. So it's been very,
It's like
very
this.
fun to do with
This
Mike and
doesn't
Mary.
feel like work. It doesn't. I'm not like, listen, guys, I gotta go back to emails. I'm excited to do this. I am not in an interest of wrapping it up, but it's amazing how quickly an hour goes with 6 people. I would love to hear your favorite story of PAX super quick.
Oh, we have time? All right, let's do it.
Okay.
That was the
go
point.
around.
That was what I pitched. We didn't get there.
Very good. Very good.
No one's going to arrest us.
It was like a month after I joined. I really liked the parlor as well. I got to hang out with everybody. I met Bianca there too.
Aww. I met Bianca at a PAX as well.
Yep.
And that's when I
remember that.
to know Mary, and that was super fun.
Yeah, Mary, I remember you talking to Bonk for a long time after we were doing meet and greet stuff, and I remember it was cool seeing you and Bonk talking over there for a while.
She is lovely.
She's the best.
She is.
Yes.
Vinny, what were you going to say?
This is gonna sound super corny, but it's actually very true. It is just meeting all the people outside after our panel and going out and just kind of talking to people who were there. And sometimes people would be so nervous, and I would be like, I don't understand why you are nervous talking to me. Bring it in here. Let's just talk. And just having conversations with people was always the best part of PAX for me, especially because it always seemed so weird that people would show up to watch us do a thing. And then, it was very nice to hang out with people after.
Great.
Brad, you want to go or me?
Go.
All right, I'll go.
I'm still thinking.
Mine is League of Heels related. Might have thought it might have been becoming champion, winning the actual Royal Rumble, the only one that didn't have any scripting involved, all that stuff. No, it wasn't that. I had always had a childhood dream as a dumb little wrestling fan that I wanted one day to be able to be on a stage and to pull off a hoodie and have a t-shirt of some wrestling stable underneath and have that be a big heel turn. And I got to do that. And I also got to spit red mist in Dan's face at the same time. So I lived that dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Watching Ryan drink that breast milk remains a highlight.
That's hard to argue with.
Yeah.
The build up to and release of that saga was something to watch. But honestly, I would echo what Vinny said, and especially that first one we went to, that very first one when we were super new and also PAX was not that old, and it was we didn't have any sense of what any of that meant at that point, right? That was kind of the first real time we were out there. We had been to E3, but that's a business conference, right? But this was the first time we were having people come up to us and say oh, I like what you do, and that was a very new experience.
That must have felt good though.
You didn't get that at GameSpot a lot because it was a very buttoned up, straight laced corporate kind of media machine, right? And this was just 4 dudes going to a thing, and then people were coming up and saying hello, and it was very cool.
It was weird, but yeah, it was nice.
Giant Bomb was always before the panel for an hour and a half, you'd see people all sitting on the floor playing 3DS or whatever, just lined up down the hallway, all with the merch and stuff. It was really, really cool. See, even before I came on board, I would come to your guys' panels and just see the the fan base really was into it, and that was my first taste of that. And I was like, wow, there's something special here.
That
makes me feel bad that we never planned anything. Maybe we should have. I don't know.
No.
Mary, what was your favorite PAX?
My first PAX ever, when I was still really trying to make it and be kind of found in the industry. I lost my phone, and I was at a hotel at the time, so I went to the concierge, and they gave me my phone with a note attached to it, and it said, "Us game industry girls gotta stick together," and it was not signed.
Oh.
So I don't know who did that, but a girl in the game industry must have found my phone, and I bet it was in the bathroom, and turned it in with that note. And I just want to say thank you. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Oh.
It was a nice way to be like, oh, this place isn't evil, and people will help me. And
Right.
I'm dumb, but someone will assist me if I need it. And it was a boost of confidence I really needed.
I will say the number of like negative experiences I had at PAX were greatly dwarfed by the number of positive ones.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Very few like actual like this sucks moments. Like I really, as harrowing as the crowds could be and all of that, like I've almost always had fun at the shows that we've gone to.
I love that. I'm glad that you guys like PAXs. That's probably going to be our wrap, but I do want to ask what everybody's doing, what you got coming up, and what's coming down the pipe if you want to pitch something. So I'll start with you, Vinny, and tell me what's going on.
Sure. Yeah. So I'll take this one for Alex and Brad. I guess we're Nextlander. We are on twitch.tv/Nextlander. We try to stream most days. I think right now we're doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, one thing or another, with Wednesday being when we record our podcast. You can catch us there. Our archives are on youtube.com/Nextlander. And we are fully supported right now through fantastic patrons. And if you want to become a patron and support us, you can go to patreon.com/Nextlander. We have been trying to keep as much as we can for free out there for everybody, thanks to the support of patrons. We are not a subscription service. We're doing a Patreon right now, and trying to think of fun rewards and stuff for people who have been very generous and donating to that Patreon. So you can go to, again, patreon.com/Nextlander. If you'd like to come support us and hang out. We have a really amazing Discord, and thanks to all our mods out there who have really helped keep that place great, and the community there. A lot of fun places or fun chats going on in that Discord. So hope you can, if you're watching this for the first time, come join us over there as well.
Do it. I think it's absolutely worth it. Good money. I am a patron of you guys. I absolutely love it. Good stuff on there. Thank you for coming on this dope panel with us.
Thanks for having us. What are you guys up to?
Oh, I'm going to throw it to Dan, who has not practiced this at all and has no rehearsal necessary. Take it away.
Dan's not a promoter. I don't know if people know this. Dan's not a really good promoter.
Real freaky.
This is new to him. Yeah,
you gotta
sorry.
stay humble.
Anyway,
and all
Dan,
that.
go on. If you need help, let me know. I know you don't do this often, but go.
Well, we wanted to try something that we didn't see a lot of people in the gaming space do. So what we are doing is people have been asking since day one that they want video versions of the Fire Escape cast. And so we talked about it, me, Mike, and Mary. And sure enough, live right now, we have launched a Patreon. Vinny, we'll talk offline. I got some questions. But no, starting with Monday's episode, our 7th episode, we just got 2 tiers, keeping it simple. We've got a $5 tier, and that's going to be ad-free episodes of the audio version. And then we've got an $8 tier where you get the ad-free episodes of the podcast, and you also get full-length video episodes each week. We have brought on Jake Decker to be somebody we've all worked with and know. He's going to be our video producer. He's cutting the audio now and everything. So yeah, $5 tier, $8 tier, fireescapecast.com or patreon.com/fireescape. It's active now, so you should be able to go there now. And as of Monday, you'll get the first ad-free episode and the video version. So that is what we are doing. That's a new thing for us.
Yeah.
One thing we learned is that it's good to have the thing live when you announce it. So
yes, and it
good.
should
You're
be
off on a
live
good
now.
start.
Yeah, it's live. Oh,
What a
it's
good
been live
tip.
since this morning, but no one noticed, so it's still a surprise.
We'll post
a sneaky
it
launch.
later.
Anybody who went to fireescapecast.com today might have figured it out, but we didn't hear anything on socials.
That's true.
Sure. And then personally, I got Panning the Stream podcast and also twitch.tv/Dan Reichert. I got a big marathon Mario Party thing I'm doing tomorrow night. It'll probably go it went 12 hours last year. I got a big game show wheel. Vinny, I made a game show wheel and I've somehow turned it into a big monstrous game show, believe it or not. So
stop it. That just seems silly.
Yeah. Bonk is buying a bunch of pickles and olives.
Really
and,
out of character.
Gross shit and everything.
Truly.
Yeah, I know. So that's
I'm
tomorrow
gonna
night.
say it seems a little bananas.
Oh, come on now. Jeez. Don't steal my sunshine. This is my moment.
Very good.
Well, this was the run, folks.
Oh, man.
Too far, Alex.
Shed, moving on.
It was a beast of a panel. This panel was the bomb.
I don't think we brought our B game today. I think we brought our A game, everyone.
But what is a B game, really?
Yeah, that's a good point. What is the quality? Let's talk about it.
You guys.
This is fun.
Well,
I'm glad you could join us, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Thanks for making the time.
With busy things.
Here, wait.
No,
Oh shit! I grabbed the wrong image.
I do that all the time.
I'll put him back. All right.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, cover him up.
There's our Mikey.
Hey, that's my arcade cabinet. Come play the basketball game. I go the arcade cabinet. Put that rubber band, bouncy ball in the cat. Put that bouncy ball in the basketball hoop. That orange hoop with the fabric. Put the ball through. Do it. Go to our Patreon.
Thank
if
you
you
guys.
like what you're seeing, go to our Patreon. You can get more of this.
Thank you guys for watching.
Like the lost,
He's one of the lost.
boy.
He's one of the lost boys.
Sketcast.com. Give us money to Patreon. And then we'll play basketball against me. A $3,000 tier. You play one-on-one basketball.
That's not true. He's lying. He's lying.
Canceling us. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I decided, you know what? I've dabbled in indie games. I'm going to give this one last shot.
Let's just make a game.
It felt like jumping into the deep end.
I realized that making games is like a real thing that you can do.
It's just so, that's the word, is liberating.
We owned this project. Success for us is defined as being able to continue to do this because we really love it.
We want to be what we know.
Making something that people enjoy.
was a street rat who'd lost her dog.
Will you at least allow me to call you Milady, Milady?
I am a keeper of charms. An ancient warning of what lies beyond. We will live and wait until the realm needs us again.
A goblin. A goblin in the city.
Did you know? The internet was invented in 1928 to help put global stock markets back on track. However, at its launch in 1929, a rounding error caused markets to suddenly and irreversibly crash, leaving the technology to be abandoned until its reutilization in the late 1980s as an entertainment and torture device. And that's a fact about the internet.
Due to an unforeseen graham cracker, chocolate bar, and marshmallow shortage, S'mores Night will not be held this evening. However, we will be serving melted M&Ms on toast and fried bananas in the lodge at dusk.
We're Child's Play, and since 2003, we've been very, very busy. We supply toys and games to hundreds of child welfare facilities across the world, taking a little of the outside world and bringing it inside. We've raised more than 40...
Hello, and welcome to Geek Endangerment, otherwise known as Geek Trivia, and not in any way affiliated with that other show. I'm Dr. Ryan Kelly, host this evening, with my judge friend, Dr. Anthony Bean. Say hello, Tony.
Hello there. Hello. I just want to point at you.
I'm tickling you. And I have three awesome contestants today, amazing guests that we're going to have introduced. So we're gonna go through them. They're going to introduce themselves, and then we're going to talk a bit about the rules of the game. But basically, they're going to be competing against their wisest geek knowledge in a number of categories. Some of which they'll be better at than others, some of which will be a little more foreign. And there's a little twist to this game. You'll see beneath each of their nameplates a Discord channel. What you can do as a participant is if you go to that Discord channel of whichever contestant you want to support, you can provide answers. And I'll go through the rules, but first they will try to do it without support, but if no one can get it, they'll go to their Discord group. and then they can use it and get half points. If they get it right, at the end of it, the contestants can choose who was the most helpful, and they will get a number of giveaways that Tony will talk about in a moment. But I'd like to start off by having our contestants introduce themselves, and I'm going to start with my right here, Kate Sanchez.
Hi, I'm Kate Sanchez. I am co-founder and editor-in-chief of But Why Though, a Geek Community. We're an entertainment website that covers film, TV, anime, manga, video games, books, comic books, literally everything under the pop culture sun. But we do it by focusing on uplifting marginalized voices. I do that. I'm also a Rotten Tomatoes approved critic for film and television, and I do a lot of anime and manga reviews as well. That's me.
And she's been doing awesome reviews of Loki. For anybody who has watched it, with Dan Casey and is it a rotating host set that you do with them with Loki?
Oh no, so I only did it once. We had the Rotten Tomatoes table. Yeah.
Oh man, I loved watching it. I thought it was so awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, we love having Kate. She's anything anime, and actually she's going to be joining us for a Psychology of Loki series coming up, which will be really, really fun. And watch that show if you haven't seen it. Awesome. All right, Jameson Stone.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jameson Stone. I'm the founder and CEO of Apotheosis Studios. We make graphic novels, and TTRPG games. So we have a Warlock campaign and setting and a Bard campaign and setting. So if you enjoy rolling some dice in fantastical worlds, come on over to Apotheosis Studios and come play with us.
Awesome. And Heather Eisenberg.
Hi, yes, I'm Heather Eisenberg. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, CASAC, certified geek therapist, and certified therapeutic game master. I currently work at a private practice in New York.
Awesome. Thank you, Heather. Dr. Bean. Doctor.
I mean, I really feel like this has been really good Jeopardy stuff. So everyone's kept this short and sweet, just like... I can't pronounce his name backwards because, that's just how it goes. The real host that we are not allowed to name because copy and stuff. But no, I'm Dr. Anthony Bean, and I am the owner, CEO of Geek Therapeutics, and I'm really excited to kind of get on in and see what we got here for everyone.
Tell a quick little blurb on Geek Therapeutics, Tony.
Yeah, so Geek Therapeutics is basically the place you want to come to either be trained to basically whether your love is video games, D&D, anime, comics, you likely identify as a geek. And what we do is we bridge that gap between geeks and therapists to create practical and innovative therapy sessions or tools to help out a lot of people. And so like one of the big things that we came out with, which has been a massive hit, even though it just came out, was our Geek Therapy card deck. And I'll go like that. And it's been a massive blast, and people have been sending me emails left and right saying how much this has changed their practice. And that's what we're all about, is just trying to help out people and make them feel accepted within their own personal therapy.
Awesome. I was trying to move this up and I'm going to abandon it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Awesome. And I'm Dr. Ryan Kelly. I work with this man at Geek Therapeutics. I'm also the co-founder with Dr. Megan Cannell of Geeks Like Us. Geeks Like Us is a community-based media company where we basically try to help people turn their passions into their careers, how to be unapologetically enthusiastic, and we combine anything psychology with geekdom. We have a lot of good Twitch streaming services with educational professionals, artists, communications professors, psychologists, MDs, where they're incorporating it into their profession and talk about the things they love. So, all intros aside, let's, as my son would say on his fake YouTube channel, let's get into it. He's really good at all this. You smash that subscribe button. It's like there's no one there. It's adorable. All right, so rules for anybody who's not very familiar with another show that this may be derivative of a little. So we have 6 categories that I'm going to review. They vary in points. The more points they have, the harder that question is likely to be. If the contestants answer it right, they will get those points. If they answer it wrong, they will lose those points. Here's where it gets a little different. They have 5 seconds to answer. If they can't answer in 5 seconds, then they're going to hear this sound, and that means they can go to their Discord channel, in which case you all, participants, if you are in there, can provide them with the answer. If they get it right, they will get half the points. If they get it wrong, they will lose half the points. There is going to be one that they don't know of. There's one question here that we're calling the diurnal multiplier, where if they get it, they can wage up to the score they have, or if they have less than 500, they can wage up to 500 on it. Once this is all over, we'll have a terminal endangerment stage, where it's just a thesaurus, man, where they can bet all they have on a category, and all they'll know is the category, and then whoever comes with the highest score is the winner. All of our contestants will be able to choose who was the most helpful in their Discord channel, who they felt like was the winner on their team. And that individual, I like the enthusiasm, and that individual will get a dice set of choice. Up at the top here, in the stream, you can see the 3 types we have at GTT. And one of our books, Psychology of Zelda or Psychology of Final Fantasy, or the Geek Therapy card deck that Tony had presented. That being said, does anybody have any questions?
I want a copy of those books and the deck of cards. That all sounds amazing.
You're probably just going to get one.
They're good. I mean, the Zelda one is all Jungian psychology, so
I'm excited.
It's a lot of it. All right, so Judge Tony, who are we starting with?
I really feel like everyone pick a number, and I'm going to use my fun, wonderful dice here to
there you
get
go.
closest to it.
There it is.
I'll pick 5.
5. Jameson. 10. Heather.
6.
Oh.
Price is Right
we got an 18, so that means Jameson gets to go first.
Jameson, you got that board. Let's see it.
All right. Let's go for co-video games for 100.
Oh, and as you can tell, I'm not normally a host. Let me explain these categories. So we have Sci-Fi Junkie. It's anything sci-fi, video games, movies, comics, whatever. Anime and tunes, kind of as it sounds. Anything anime, anything cartoons. Co-video games is a niche 2 a.m. made category where it's video game characters that wear masks. Okay. So you chose that super confidently, but I think you'll do great. Then you have tabletop tidbits. That's anything about any sort of tabletop game. Swords and sorcery, so those would be spells or actual weapons from some of our favorite geek lore, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, whatever. And then, that game! And that's where I'm going to show you a small clip of a picture from a game, and it'll get increasingly abstract, right? Like little bits, and you got to try to guess what that game is from. Does that all make sense? You still want to go with COVID-EO games?
Let's dive right in.
I love it. What
going for it.
Going for it. What score? What number did you say?
We're gonna start easy. We'll go 100.
Going with 100. Okay. This masked-faced flare is known for demanding his phones to come to him.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Who is Scorpion?
That is correct. Scorpion, known for his famous tagline, "Get over here." Even my son knows that one, but he doesn't know what that game is, actually. He just heard it on one of his YouTubers. All right. I love you, Tag. Don't worry about what Daddy's saying. Okay.
That was a good one. I mean, I don't know if I would have gotten that one. And he just immediately went up. He's like, this is.
I forgot that we're just supposed to buzz in and say something.
Yes. Yes. We are pros. The real PAX Geek Trivia will happen tomorrow after we practice and get the rust out. Yes, so beep in whatever way. Beep, beep. I think last year someone used a bird noise. It doesn't matter as long as Judge Tony can get it.
And I take all noises. so we're clear.
That's right. All right. Okay, you still have the board, Jameson.
Oh, man. Let's go Sci-Fi Junkie for 100.
Sci-Fi Junkie for 100. The name of this fictional character.
Oh, Dana.
Oh, Kate. I think
Wash?
Kate. Yeah.
Who is Wash?
Yeah.
Do you know any more of the name? Okay.
You guys being rough.
Hold on. Tony.
I know the show he's from.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone would
It's
know.
been canceled for so many years.
I know. Everybody wants to come back. Tony, you're the judge.
I feel like we got to go to Jameson.
Okay.
I don't know if I can give any more than Wash. I can quote his first most famous memeable line.
I can
from
tell
the
you how he
opening.
dies.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't
We just took a dark turn.
I think I know.
Okay.
Who is Washburn?
Yay!
Oh wow, is that it? Good job.
Oh, Washburn.
Oh,
Good
that's so cool. I didn't know
job.
that. That's
Good
awesome.
job. Very good.
It was like, my brain was like Washington. No, it's not that.
That's amazing. Nice pull through. All right, Kate, you have the board.
Let's go with Anime and Tunes for 200.
I love that you did that. All right. This 8th highest grossing anime film featured English dub voices by Billy. Oh, so I heard the O. Go ahead, Jameson.
What is Princess Mononoke?
That is a correct. Very good. Kate's like, oh, you son of a... I should probably clarify, for those who don't know, if you know it before I'm done reading it, it's okay to guess, but if you get it wrong, you still lose the points, and then I'll read the full question. Yeah.
I don't know if Billy Bob did any other
Let's go.
animes. I know they did that one. He did such a good job.
He did. He was so phenomenal.
Freaking good.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I mean, there's a couple. Jada, of course, did some of the Animatrix, but it was because of her character.
Yep.
Gillian Anderson. I feel like
I wish
Gillian...
he did more. The cadence that he had for that character. I normally watch it in Japanese, but it was just that was such a. Sorry, I digress. I like.
No, I love it. You're in with a good crowd. Billy Crudup did an amazing job, and he just stopped doing it. And then Claire Danes did a great job too. It was actually
they all did.
I'm not a big fan of dub, except for some Funimation and occasional here and there ones. Yep. What do we think? Was it pretty good, Princess Mononoke dub?
I loved it.
Yeah,
for me, I prefer watching it in English because of that, and because Billy Bob,
Princess Mononoke is like Cowboy Bebop for me. Like the dub exists.
Yes,
Don't even get me on the duality of Cowboy Bebop at the end, man. Oh, I could spend an entire 4 hours just dissecting the last episode.
There it is. Well done. So let me give that to you. Okay, so sir, you have the board.
Oh man, let's go Sci-Fi Junkie for 200, please.
Sci-Fi Junkie for 200. This 2007 sci-fi game takes place in an underwater utopian city circa 19... Kate.
What is BioShock?
That is correct. Well done.
I was so close.
He's so close.
I was so close. Yeah. I was thinking the other one where it's in the air, but yeah.
Okay. What is y'all's geek shame? Something where most geeks have watched it or consumed it, and you're sort of ashamed that you have not.
Literally everything Nintendo for me.
Oh my god, really? Okay.
Literally
everything. Including Zelda.
Yeah.
Good for you. Own it. No one judge Kate today.
This
is a safe space.
Not until later. So
I was gonna say for me, Zelda. I've played Zelda, but I couldn't recite rattle things off.
I've watched through cinematics and things, but
I played the most recent one. I played A Link to the Past. I played a couple of them, but I'm not a diehard. People who are really really into the fandom of Zelda, they know it, and I don't claim to have that level of expertise.
Yeah. Tony, abort. Abort on the final question, bro.
Abort the final.
Oh no, that's why we have Discord.
Tony.
Yeah, that's why we have chat.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. All right. Well, actually, Tony, were we gonna have Discord in the final question?
Yeah, we did last year.
We did last year. Then that's fine. I'm fine with it. They can at least get half of what they are. All right. What about you, Heather? Geek shame. Something that you're like.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get hated on so badly.
This is a safe tree. This is safe limbs and.
I think it was episode 3 movie, not in order, but
Revenge of the Sith?
Star Wars, episode 3. I've not watched yet.
That's okay. That's okay.
But I watched all the other ones.
Yeah, that's fair. It's I love talking to people and how they vary. Most kids I talk to, that's their favorite actually. Of course it's not mine because objectively it's not the best. I'm just kidding. All right. No, that's fair. BioShock is one of mine. BioShock.
Really? Okay.
I played it once, and I played it with a friend of mine who got sticky fingers, and he was like, "Give me the controller back." And so I was like, "Well, I'm not having fun." So.
Yeah, I played through that game an ungodly amount of time, so.
So did Fusra. All right, awesome. All right, so Kate, you have the board.
Oh, yeah, yay me. We'll do anime and tunes for 100.
Okay. Silka and Katara found.
Hi.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead.
This is the name of the show, so it's What is Avatar: The Last Airbender?
So I'm gonna give everybody one warning. Read the rest of the question.
Oh, yeah. I probably should have let you say that one.
That's okay. Do you know? Do you want to take a guess?
Where's the air temple?
Sorry. All right, Jameson or Heather, you can take it if you
Ding.
know it. Heather, go ahead.
100 years.
That is that is correct. I'm gonna use my little buttons. Sorry, Kate.
I can't read.
I know. I get
Fine.
excited
That's
too.
my biggest nerd shame. I actually don't know how to read. I got all my degrees just by listening to people.
You read you read those first 3 words mighty fast. the rest were optional. Right. All right. That's fair. Okay, Heather is on the board. What would you like to do here?
Yay. I'm going to let's have fun. Oh, that game for 100.
Okay. Just as a reminder, you're gonna see a picture, and it might be obvious, but it might be abstract, and you just have to, if you know what game it's from, then that's the answer. Make sense? All right, here we go.
Hi. Sorry.
Who got it?
Those sounds count.
Who was it?
That's a Kate.
Okay, all right.
I felt attacked through the screen.
Right.
That is Resident Evil Village.
That is correct. I should have had a lot less coffee than I did with how much. Oh God, what is it, Kate?
Apologies.
What is the?
You see, a part of my culture is that I'm just a loud person.
No,
so.
It is no worries. I'd be hypocritical. It is in fact Resident Evil 8 Village. You got it. All right.
I knew it was Resident Evil. I forgot what the newest one was called. So thank you, Kate.
Well, and as a point of fact for future games, if you know the number, that's okay too. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just so you know, absolutely.
I think it might even be more impressive if you know the number of what Resident Evil game it is.
Well, it was funny. I got in a conversation with a friend the other day where I don't know the subtitles of most of 90s sequels. Like Castlevania 3, I forgot the name of it, right? I just always called it Castlevania 3. So I'm impressed that she said the Village. So that's awesome.
I had many a thirst tweets about Lady Demetrius.
I remember. I do remember. That was a little bit of a love item for you because I remember those
for good reason.
Yeah. All right. What you want?
Let's do Sci-Fi Junkie for 400.
Sci-Fi Junkie for 400. The alien hegemony known as the Covenant mythologized and collected relics from this ancient species.
This seems too easy.
You can go to your Discord channels for an answer. Any of you, not just Kate.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's
Jameson.
Okay.
Jameson.
What is the flood?
Ooh, it is not the flood. But actually, hold on. I only remove half. So this is a 400, right? So you go down to 100. Oops.
Ding.
Who got it?
Ding ding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What are the Forerunners?
That is correct. Who are the Forerunners? You got it. And so you are going to get 200 points.
Only I liked those movies.
I love that you called them movies. Technically, there are movies. It's like, oh, if only I loved that shoe line. No, that's amazing.
Only I liked that color.
No. So okay, so not a big Halo fan, Kate.
No.
Fair.
I played the multiplayer excessively.
Oh, you did?
Yes, no, I'm a fan. I didn't pay attention to the story one bit.
Got it. Okay.
Because you're just running and gunning in the whole thing half the time.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like, all right, new weapon, more ammo, blow it out.
That, and like when the remasters came out, I played co-op and it wasn't about the it wasn't about the lore of the story for me. It was about playing with another person. So yeah.
That's
Who
fair.
watched Red versus Blue?
Oh yeah. Oh man.
yeah.
That's my favorite Halo thing of all time.
Oh,
I
it's
was
the best.
really into Halo 1, but Red versus Blue, man, so great.
Oh, it was the best. The only thing I like better, that Incubus had an amazing cover for, I think, the second or third one called well, I can't remember it, but it had an awesome guitar part that I remember I had to learn super fast. But that's fair. No judgments here.
I
Kate.
still
You know-
Halo jump and everything.
You know what? You know what I like about you though, Kate, is like you don't know it, and someone else might be like, "That's a geek shame." You're like, "I don't care. I'm not ashamed of that. I do me. I don't need to impress you."
There should be no geek shaming. We should all enjoy what we enjoy, and
Absolutely.
celebrate that someone else likes another fandom. Yeah,
and can support each other with it.
Or that we can play games however we want,
That's
we want,
right.
which sometimes includes just spamming A so you can get to the fighting.
That's my wife's a narrative.
Why won't this cutscene end?
My wife's a narrative player. She loves games like easy mode Kingdom Hearts. She just button mash, feels like she participated, and then get the next story. It's like, yeah, that's an awesome way to do it. All right. So currently, Kate is in the lead, and James and Heather tied at 100. Kate, you have the board.
Let's do anime and tunes for 500.
Oh man. The name of the undying one that can transform into a girl, a boy, a wolf, and a bear, among other things. You can go to your Discord groups. Okay, that is Fushi from To Your Eternity, which is an amazing anime that I strongly recommend.
That's on my to watch list.
I started watching the Piano of the Forest because you recommended it.
I like that one. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little plug. Yoshitiko Oyama, the writer of A Silent Voice. If you like A Silent Voice, it's heavy, and if you're not in a great place, I don't recommend you watch it. But if you're in a place where you can handle some heavy emotional content, beautiful. And Oyama does such an amazing job capturing like the human emotional experience, like just humanity in general, life in general. And she explores it in these incredible ways. And this one's less social than that, but it's really, really quite remarkable. And it's right now my favorite anime. So it's a bias. It's a bias endangerment table, but I recommend it. Though to get the manga right now in the US is like virtually impossible. All right. So since no one tried, no one loses points. It's a burn. All right. So it goes back to you, Kate.
That's funny because I had actually said 500 and not 300. So now I will go for anime and tunes at 500.
You got it. Here we go. Read all of it. The anime Castlevania was based on the 1989 video game Castlevania 3, but left out this boss turned ally. Go to your Discord channels.
I've legitimately
Ding.
watched all.
Heather.
Ding, ding, ding.
Heather, go ahead.
Who is Alucard?
Ooh, I'm so sorry. He was in Castlevania 3 Devil's Curse, or Dracula's Curse, but he was also in the anime. Okay. Did someone else raise their hand? Okay.
No one's gonna cop up to it.
Okay, that's fair. Is Grant Dynasty?
Okay, so I will say technically that doesn't count because they gender bended the character and put them in there.
As who?
Dynasty. I forget what they made her first name, but she's the girl that Alucard has a kind of romantic tension with in season 4.
You're talking about the end of it, right?
Yeah.
The one where he saves the village?
Yep.
I thought her name's Dynasty?
Dynasty, yes, and that's also the name of the village. She's a gender bent.
I do remember the village was named Dynasty Village, but her name is Dynasty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that does. Okay, gotcha.
So I've actually watched Castlevania through about 8 times.
That's a lot of times.
Yeah,
a lot of hours.
I do all the Powerhouse coverage. So
I was.
But I also haven't played the games. So
I was prepared for someone to bring up a shot of a blonde guy with a scar on a horse in the demon town who may have been an Easter egg of Dynasty. And if they called me on that, I'd be like, that's pretty good. That's not a bad rebuttal. We're going to go to the judge. So the only thing this would change, Tony, is Heather wouldn't lose points if we're going to say that Dynasty was included. Wasn't Grant, but if we're going to count sort of the honoring of the Dynasty.
I think Kate has a good point, and I do agree with her on that one. So I don't think Heather should lose any points on that one.
Saved! There it is. Jameson's probably very upset because he's wildly competitive, and he probably wanted to. He's not, by the way. I feel like I need
over here being
I'm
like,
really
yeah,
not.
man, let's do this.
The one time a well actually did something good for somebody.
There it is. You just got that's. And what have we learned? Watch your favorite shows 8 times over, so you can save other people from 250 points on it on a financially bankrupt show. Okay, awesome. Good rebuttal. Okay, lose all my buttons. So, well, do we? Oh no, because she said a la carte. That's right. All right. So Kate, it's still you.
Okay, let's change it up and let's do that game for 400.
Oh, that game for 400.
Oh no.
I'm gonna let this one ring for a bit.
This is an easy one, guys.
Tony, do you know it?
Ding, 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 ding.
I'll go.
Oh man. Okay, Tony, you got to call it.
So Jameson raised his hand
saw
and
that.
Heather spoke.
Yeah. What's the call, man?
The call has to be. We made this rule last year. Is it has to be an audible.
Oh, does it have to be? Okay.
It has to be an audible.
Sorry,
I
Jameson.
can shout next time.
You can shout. You can just be
shout
like,
loudly. Wait, yeah.
I have no problem yelling. I thought it was an either or.
Sorry, Jameson. Go ahead, Heather.
Donkey Kong?
That is
What is
correct.
Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong. Tony, tell us how you knew what it was. What
as soon as I saw the help there and I recognized it as Miro's first girlfriend, he had to save.
That's exactly right.
I'd like to go
Or
to earlier in
Jumpman,
the show.
as some people like to
Jumpman. That's
remember.
correct.
I like to go in earlier in the show where I said that I'd never played Nintendo.
All Nintendo games are coming now.
You're right. To make you feel better, there's not too much Nintendo in this. I had to actively make. I mean, my shirt speaks volumes, So I had to make Ryan, come on, put some of that stuff in there. And I was trying not to get old person on this thing where it's in 1993.
Oh God, is that
when I was a little baby.
It'd be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles next.
Why you gotta knock, man? Don't knock if you don't know the questions. All right.
I don't know the questions. That's half the fun.
That's right. Okay, Heather, you have the board.
I guess I'll clear up anime and tunes for 400.
Anime and tunes for 400. Like an angry Mega Man, this quirky anime character's Mega Busters harness his sweat.
Who is Bakugo? Who is Katsuki Bakugo?
That is correct. Very good.
I wonder if you know who this character is.
She guessed. She just guessed.
I have 8 figures of him back there.
There it is. There it is. All right. Okay. All right, Kate, you have the board.
Let's do co-video games for 200.
Co-video games for 200. This thieving character was the corrupted wearer of a Majora's Mask. Oh no. Go to your Discord.
Ding ding.
Oh, it's a Kate.
Okay.
Who is Skull Kid?
Skull Kid is correct. Yep. Skull Kid is correct. Ooh, Fusro. Little stinker.
I mean, he did write part of the book.
He did. He was primed.
Yeah.
He was primed for that. All right, Kate, back to the board.
Let's do. I know nothing about this, but this is fun. Let's do tabletop tidbits for 300.
Okay. According to the Pokedex, this is Pikachu's only weakness. Go to your channels.
I'll go.
Okay, Jameson.
What is ground?
Ground type is correct.
Man, Discord for the win.
For the win. What is ground? Very, very good.
I thought water, but I trust my Discord.
That is, yep, exactly right.
I know water is one of the best things.
Yeah.
Like Pikachu destroys water Pokemon.
Oh, is that?
That's
been a long
my
time
gosh.
since. It's been a long time since Red and Blue.
Yeah.
Yellow too.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, that's hilarious. All right, Jameson, you have the board.
Let's go with Sci-Fi Junkie for 500.
All right, you and me, we're gonna have to have some sci-fi talks. I like the sci-fi lean. At the start of the first season of Star Trek, this fictional character was the captain of the Enterprise. The very start. Pilot.
Oh, hi.
I have no idea.
I'm just making inaudible grunts.
Yeah, I mean they count. That's the whole thing.
Was it Kate? Who got it?
Kate.
Okay.
Who is Captain Pike?
Captain Pike is correct. And if you have not seen the pilot episode of Star Trek, it's bananas. And it is such a strange episode, and then it fixes itself. But Captain Pike actually started. That's exactly right. All right, that was not Discord. That was just from you, right?
Yes.
That's right. Just making sure.
I'm a Trekkie.
Very good. All right. All righty. Kate, you have the board.
Let's do Swords and Sorcery for 400.
Okay, Swords and Sorcery for 400. Heartsbane, Oathkeeper, and Longclaw are all made with this spell-forged metal. Okay, go to your Discord.
I'll go.
Okay.
Jameson.
What is Valyrian steel?
That is correct. Valyrian steel.
Excellent.
All right, that was 400.
Discord, you guys rock. I thought like adamantium, but
like vibranium, adamantium.
I know.
Aluminum.
Rare metal.
It is. I think adamantium is it is a D&D metal, but not for these weapons.
No. No. Very, very, very good. Did any of you guys watch Game of Thrones?
I watched all of it.
Well, and honestly, you're not bombarded with it in the show as much as the book. It's like, you know, this is deep cut for the show. Not the book for the show. It's somewhat deep cut, you know, to be fair. All right. All right. Got my little buttons here. As you can tell, I'm like occasionally using my buttons. The multitasking is at piss poor. Okay. Who got that right? That was Jameson, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
Go ahead.
Oh, swords and sorcery for 300, please.
Swords and sorcery for 300. Speak the Sindarin word melon to open the doors of Durin, equivalent to this word in the Westron language.
I'll go.
Jameson.
What is friend?
Friend is correct. Very good. Little Rings buff. Alrighty. I dig it. Melon.
It's not living up to my handle.
But see, and here's the question. Can any of you guys hear the word or think of the word melon without hearing it? Melon.
And for me, melon.
Melon.
Exactly.
I can't.
At first, when I saw it spelled out, I was like, "That's not what he said. He didn't say melon." It's like he was like melon, and I was like, "I don't know," but I know it's friend. That much I got.
You don't remember that part of the movie where he had his pipe? He goes, "Melon."
It's a melon.
It's a melon. Everyone knows it's melon. It's like, man, gotta choose a different actor. All right, you got it, Jameson.
Swords and sorcery. Let's go 500. Let's try it out.
Swords and sorcery for 500. This spirit sword was created to combat Soul Edge.
Oh, I'll go.
No, that wasn't a thing.
Jameson.
What is demon edge?
Unless it's called that, and I didn't know that. That's that one. But but if you want, we'll have him. Tony, can you search up that and make sure it's not it? Go ahead.
I'll check it. Yeah.
Go ahead, Heather.
Sorry, Discord, if we're taking a 500-point digger on that one.
Am I answering?
Yeah.
Okay. What is Soul Calibur?
That is correct. But we're having a little judge. We're gonna have a little judge time here.
I think if memory serves, Demon Edge may be the bad one then. And so
Demon Age is Nightmares.
I do know it's Nightmare, and it's the
that,
corrupted. I believe it's the corrupted blade.
It's a corrupted version.
Yeah.
It's from Soul Calibur 2, I think. Is that right, Tony?
I think.
Yeah. So it usually it started off as Soul Edge, and then it turned into
corrupted.
Demon Edge, is what I'm reading right now.
Got it. So that is a corrupted version of Soul Edge then.
Yes.
Okay. I can update my store.
Good job.
He's like.
All right, and with that, we have a new second place person, Jameson. Stop being so angry. Just calm down. It's a game.
I know.
Just we're all friends.
I literally just played Soul Calibur. I was the newest one, 6, I think. I got on a Steam sale.
Oh,
yeah.
dope. The recent Steam sale?
Whatever the most recent was, I played it for an afternoon. It was worth my like $15. Whatever else, I was just banging away, living back as those the early 2000s.
I'm trying to. The most recent one I played, where I really played, was the one where Spawn, Vader. Was that the one you played?
I got really into Soul Calibur 2 and 3. Those were those I really enjoyed.
Those were my favorite when they were arcade. The last one I played was whichever one had.
I think that was 5, right?
Itachi on PlayStation, Vader and Yoda.
4 was Vader and Yoda.
Oh, was it?
That's one, and then Spawn
and
was
Star
on the
Killer.
PlayStation. Okay.
They've got Witcher. They've got Geralt of Rivia in the new one. Yeah.
That's pretty. That's
he
pretty
looks
awesome.
really cool.
Oh,
I didn't enjoy playing him, but
No?
I like the people that just do a lot of damage and you just kind of zone people out. But
That's why I love Spawn for that reason. He was amazing, but he was a little OP, and they never really nerfed him quite right.
I was an Ivy main.
Ivy's great. Ivy's great. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Yeah, she was pretty vicious. All right, so Heather, you have the board.
Oh boy. Let's go for it. Oh, that game for 500.
Wow. I feel like I just need that. I love it. All right, here we go. I want you to get this so badly. All right.
I do too. I really do too.
The confidence. The confidence. Believe in yourself. Midoriya. All right, here we go.
Yes.
Smile on my face.
Oh my goodness.
Does anybody know that? Go into your Discord. Someone has an unfair advantage. I know it.
Ding.
Okay, Heather.
I'm probably screwing myself. Oh, what is Bayonetta?
Ooh, it's
Ding.
not Bayonetta. Go ahead, Kate.
What is Bloodborne?
It is, in fact, Bloodborne. That was a Fusro, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was totally Fusro. I feel like we need to ban him from that one.
That sounds right. He's the lore master. All right.
Dang.
Okay, that's a toughie. But see, it's good we have a judge this year, because last year I was like, I like your confidence. I'm giving you 100. Like
he would. He'd just be like, "Hey, man, I like your thing that's going on. You're gonna get 150 points." And all of us were like,
"Reward that spirit."
I am personally happy that I'm practicing impulse control, because I was like, "Ooh, Aerith's Chapel? No, it's not that. Be quiet, Kate."
That's what I thought too, and I was like, "It's definitely not." Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Alrighty. Bloodborne. Okay, so Kate got it. You got the board.
Let's do Sci-Fi Junkie for 300 to clear that out.
In space, no one can hear you scream is the iconic tagline from this classic sci-fi horror. You can go to your Discord.
Ding, 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 ding.
Jameson.
What is Alien?
Alien is correct.
I'm so dumb.
I knew it was something. Discord reassured me. I was like, is it? But Discord reassured me. Thank you, Discord.
Well, and it's it's one of those things where, like, you guys probably know almost all of these, but it's like on the spot and you get 5 seconds, and then it's like Scorpion masked face flare. Your brain is like, oh god, and all the
I
cues.
wouldn't have gotten that one, so.
Right.
Oh,
it's
it was
hard.
the get over here. Yeah, I still quote that to my kid, my 4-year-old daughter. Get over here.
Exactly.
And then a rope disappears.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. She looks at me. She's like, "What are you talking about? You're so weird." I'm like, "You're not wrong."
That's awesome. All right, Jameson, you have the board.
Let's go Sword and Sorcery for 200, please.
In the Star Wars universe, these are at the core of all lightsabers.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's a Kate.
Is that Kate?
What are kyber crystals?
That is correct. Kyber crystals.
The strongest hearts are made of kyber.
There you go. All right. And that was no Discord, so it's full on. There it is. All right. Man, if this was a non-verbal game, Jameson would be pulling instant questions. But there's this. I've noticed this thing with Jameson. This is Jameson answering. Ooh. Wow, that was like 2 seconds that went by there.
I know.
Let's do that game for 300.
That game for 300. Go to your Discord channels.
I'll go ding ding ding.
I'm so sorry, Jameson. That's a
Heather. Okay.
Like
Even
literally
I'll
split.
Okay.
Split second. I am so sorry.
You have to make inaudible noises.
I'm just gonna start. Yeah. See, I've run a company, and so I actually let other people talk before me. So that's how I've habitually trained myself to not speak in front of other people as a CEO.
Is that? Hang on 1 second. Let the people in your company speak before you. Okay, Heather, go ahead. Just take a little note, Jameson.
Ready on your notepad.
What is Valorant?
That is correct. That is in fact Valorant. This here is the Viper fog from her alt, and it's that very what's it called?
Very proud
cell shade design they incorporated. All right, so that's 150 for Heather. Alrighty. Okay, you have the board.
I'm going hard, man. Co-video games for 500.
This
solid choice.
Ooh,
Eisenberg.
Yeah.
All right, I see you. All right, COVID EO games for 500. And just as a reminder, a masked character from the video game. Okay. This masked mayhem maker is the titular character of Twisted Metal and driver of the Sweet Tooth car. You can go to Discord. This is kind of deep cut. It's a 500er.
Who is?
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
So what? Out of curiosity, what was the thing they told you?
Needles Cane?
Needles Cane. I called that guy Sweet Tooth.
I did too.
Yeah. Until
we thought it was sweet tooth.
Yeah. I called it that until Twisted Metal Black, and then it had more. The game had more space and it had Needles Cane, and I was like, "The fuck?"
It's
and
like everything in me not to answer Sweet Tooth.
But I figured you weren't gonna have that right in the question.
Exactly. So I didn't know that, and then I was talking to a buddy, and apparently they in addition to just like the back in the day with Twisted Metal 1 and 2, the pamphlet where it said Needles Cane or whatever. Apparently, in one of them, I think my friend said it was Twisted Metal 2. At the end of his campaign, when you win and he makes his wish, it says Needles Cane. But yeah, that's
interesting.
That's a deep cut. So no one got that, so no one loses points. Very good. Whoever had the board last, I'm forgetting.
That was me.
Heather, go ahead.
All right. Video games 400.
Though not the only masked legend, his Nox gas attacks certainly make him the most toxic. Go to your Discord.
Ding.
Okay.
Heather.
Who is Singed?
It's not Singed.
Ding 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 ding.
Tony, I wasn't looking.
So technically, Jameson spoke first. Kate, you raised you guys like reversed yourselves.
And we're about to reward not having manners. Jameson. No, your manners were fine. That's the rules. We should have set them. All right.
Okay. Who is Caustic?
Caustic is correct from League of Legends. That is right.
Twitch, you guys rock.
Good job, guys. All right. Okay. Obviously, this is where my brain is. Who answered that?
James.
That's right. Thank you, Kate.
I just called my Discord Twitch, so don't worry about it. They're like, we're not Twitch, we're Discord. I'm like, forehead moment.
All right, Jameson, what you want?
Let's go sword and sorcery for 100. That's fun.
As a young wizard, this spell comes in handy when sneaking through locked doors and windows of the school.
I'll go.
Jameson?
I'm probably not going to pronounce this. Alohomora? What is Alohomora?
Alohomora.
Alohomora.
That's my brain said.
Severus wouldn't have given it to you, but I will.
Oh, thank you.
Kate's like swallowing it down.
Super creepy thing that I gave.
Okay.
I don't know how I got this. It's an ornament on a tree, and it's of Harry Potter and Severus. And you push the button, and he basically like starts yelling at Harry Potter in the first scene where the two characters are together. I gave it to my daughter because I don't know, I think a fan gave it to us. I was like, oh, here, Freya, take this. And she pushes this button, and she now will recite what Severus said, or what said to her, like Harry Potter, like, and she'll do it like super creepily in that voice too. And so it's so crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really my 4-year-old daughter does his voice now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's also scary.
It is scary. It's crazy.
Harry Potter. You're like, you're supposed to be 4-year-old. All right, so that was a as Jameson said, a Twitch support. So that's gonna be a 700 there. Okay.
Benevolent helpers.
The benevolent helpers that guide you through. All right, Jameson, you have the board.
Let's go. Oh, that game for 200 because it's a.
Oh. That's our diurnal multiplier, where you can do based upon the content, and this is going to only be for you, if I'm correct, Tony. No one else can guess.
You are correct.
When I pull this up, so you can make a wager based upon your confidence of what you get, of up to 700. What would you like to wager on this?
Oh goodness. People in my Discord are saying risk it all.
Okay.
You know what? I'm here for you guys. So we're going all in.
We're going crazy.
Here we go.
I want something to break. I don't have anything to break anymore.
Break my spirits. We'll get it wrong. It's fine.
There it is. I love it.
I'm just kidding.
Here we go. You ready? Okay. What game is that from?
I think I actually legit know this one. This is what is Metal Gear Solid?
You got it. Metal Gear Solid. And I was going to be a jerk. If you had said one of the other Metal Gears, I'd be like, which one? And if you didn't get it, I'd be like...
And the subtitle for this is, what is it? Tactical espionage? There's another word in there, too. Something tactical...
TEA. Tactical Espionage Action?
Action. Yeah, Tactical Espionage Action. Yeah.
Well done, sir. All right. I've been waiting to push that button.
You have been waiting all night.
Thank you for believing me,
Discord.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Jameson's MySpace fans, for believing him. All of the Tom and everybody else. You guys were so helpful. Okay. Was that his name, Tom? The guy? I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah.
He was your number one friend.
That's exactly right.
Always my number one friend.
All right, Jameson, you got the board.
Let's go tabletop tidbits. Sure, you're over 100. You're hovering over 100. Let's do it.
Let's do it. This land must be tapped to play this card.
Ding.
Jameson.
What is a swamp?
That is correct. I'm going to use my button. Nope, that's wrong.
Also where I say my other geek knowledge is I know jack nothing about tabletops.
Really?
And I can't wait till Final Jeopardy.
All right, what you got, Jameson? I know.
Let's go for 200, please.
In D&D, Dragonborn speak Common and this other language. Go to your Discord. I would totally have gotten this wrong.
Yell at me about this.
No worries. This is not a shamer.
I'll go.
Woo.
Tony.
Oh my God. So that is like between Heather and Jameson.
Okay. Well, I'm not the second judge.
I know. That's why I'm looking at this. I'm gonna give it to Heather because she's low on points. That's the only reason.
That's a sweet. You know what? No, good for you. All right, Heather.
Thanks.
What you got?
What is Draconic?
That is correct. Draconic is correct. And that was Discord, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure.
I always call D&D Dragonborn Dragonkin, and people get mad at me because that's not what
I like that better, actually.
I do too, but then I get in trouble, and then my wife yells at me because
yeah.
Dragonkin sounds adorable. I imagine that they
think
look.
so.
Dragonkin?
I imagine like a dragonkin looks like a Lalafell, but like with horns.
Yeah, just
Right?
a whittle.
They're like cute little
Aw.
Cup of fire,
Yeah.
like
Just a whittle, just a whittle dragonkin. Okay, Heather, what you want?
Going hard again. Tabletop tidbits 500.
Person over here, I knew it. This railway-themed board game ends when one player has only.
definitely.
Go ahead, Kate.
What is Ticket to Ride?
Ticket to Ride is correct. You got it.
I almost died in the Texas freeze, and when I got saved, we did nothing but play Ticket to Ride.
There you go. All right. What do you want? What do you want?
Let's do video games for 300.
According to this masked cage-climbing Hefe, handsome fighters never lose battles. Go to your Discord.
I'll just go.
Okay.
Who is Vega?
Vega is correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This
I was on the tip of my tongue. It's got claws, right?
I was
He
like
does.
a hot fighter. I'm gonna go with Vega.
Things from his hand.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he'd like take it off and the'd be a hair whisk, right? I think,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I remember that.
He's like,
Oh yeah.
right.
Yeah, he was amazing. It was during the time, so in Street Fighter, well, no, we're running out of time. We'll talk another time about Street Fighter 2 lore. All right. Very nice. All right, last one for you, Kate. Here you go. Wait, who got that? That was you, Kate, right?
That was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
These American board game pioneers are credited with the creation of Dungeons and Dragons. There is half point, so if you know one of them, you can dial in if you don't know the other.
I'll go.
Okay.
You're looking for the names of the people who made it.
Yep, 2 people who made it. And if you get one, you'll get half credit.
Who is Gary Gygax?
Yes. Do you know the other?
And I don't know the other person.
That's okay. Does anyone want to take a shot at the other person? Dave
Not
Arneson.
Sir Dungeons and Dragons.
Larry Dungeons and Dragons. You got it. That's exactly right. All right. Very good.
I'll go. Dave Arneson.
Oh, are we going to Discord? Oh, okay.
Did I go to
thought
the
he
judge?
just said
Did
it.
I say that word?
I thought
Tony?
you said it.
Did I say
I
Dave
didn't
Arneson?
hear you say it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm going insane.
I mean, we all are at this point.
We all are good ones. All right. Okay. Oh, I didn't do that right. There we go. All right. So we're sitting on these points pretty, and now we have.
Josh is telling us you did say it.
Oh, thank God! I'm like, did I have that much coffee today? That I'm forgetting. All right.
But I could be tired, so.
That's fair. Okay, so we've got the final question.
I reworked it while we were doing
Great.
this to not
Okay.
make it as,
Good man.
as intense.
Okay, so the way this works. It's Tony is going to tell you the category. Then you Discord me how much you want to wager on it. You can wager all of your points or none. And then he's going to do the question. You're going to get a few seconds, and then you're going to Discord to Tony to me the answer. Okay.
So only all of your points or none you have to pick.
Oh, you can pick in between there.
Okay.
Whatever amount between 0 and for you 2,700. All right. So
Okay.
Tony, what is the category?
The category is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I'm going to give you that last part.
Kate's like 0. Right. All right.
Kate's like, and we're doing nothing now.
Are we allowed to use Discord for this, or is there still that 5 seconds?
Yes, but but only after the 5 seconds, okay? Or after a bit here. Okay, so go ahead and sim your wager. And or you know what? We're gonna do honor system. So since we're running a long time, come up with a number in your head. I'm gonna believe you that's the number you had. And go ahead, and then Tony's gonna ask the question, and then you just again honor system. You'll just tell me, Tony, what's the question?
So I merged it into 2 parts.
Okay.
The first one is going to be the real one. Second one, if you get this too, I feel like we should double your thing.
He's the judge. He can do what he wants.
Because I mean, this is going to be kind of fun because that's where that nail biter comes in.
Got it.
So the question is, in the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, there are 4 bottles that Link can acquire. one of which can only be acquired after finding, defeating, and collecting all of the what found in Hyrule Field.
All right, Discord. Go to your Discord. It's so deep cut, bro. Y'all are bleeding out. I'm bleeding out. Heather, what you got?
What
I'll go next. Or no, are we messaging you? We message you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I want you guys to get the answer in your head and just be very honest about what you were going to say. Okay. Heather, what do you got?
What is pose?
Is that correct, Tony?
I mean, technically it is correct.
Yep. All right. Yep. So, Jameson, what were you thinking?
My Discord is shouting pose.
Okay.
Pose?
And I didn't hear anything from you, Kate. You're being real.
I was gonna wager 0 points, and I was gonna say chickens because it's the only thing I know about Zelda.
All right, fair. So are they gonna get what they wager, and then you're gonna ask another question? Is that what you're doing, Tony?
Yeah. So
Okay.
now that there's a second part to this question as well.
Do they get the points for that, or do they have to get this next one as well?
No. So they should get their points for answering
What
the first one.
What points did you wager on that one, Heather?
800. I was gonna go all in.
All right. What about you, Jameson?
Oh, we are screaming all in over here.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right. So I'm gonna let everybody get another number for this next one in their head, and this one's easier. Okay, Tony, go ahead.
Do we wager again?
Yes, in your own head. You kind of wager. We're doing an honor system. I'm trusting all of you.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
And then
all right.
Tony, what's the question? And it's Zelda again.
So the second part of the question is how many pose did it require to get this bottle?
That's less deep cut. No, it's not.
All right. Our Discord is soaking.
You're a monster.
I am a monster.
All right.
I mean, it's better than playing an Ocarina and tell me what tune.
Go to your Discords. Go to your Discords. We're gonna see what's up. All right. Well, and do you got them? All right. We'll start with Heather. What's your answer?
What 10?
That's
What is 10?
That's correct. How much did you wager?
I all in, man. Everyone's saying all in.
This is getting bananas. All right, Jameson. What did you wager, Jameson?
Oh, we went all in just because I think that's fun.
And what did you do?
And we're saying 10 big pose over here.
Oh my god. All right, and then Kate.
Yeah, my Discord yelled at me to go all in, and 10 pose is what was
there it is. So there's the in score and the bananas in that we just had. If anybody's frustrated with anything, blame this guy.
We got some great points in. This was fantastic.
Well, so we're wrapping up, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Real fast, where people can find you, starting with you, Heather.
Where people can find me.
If you want them to find you.
Where they? Well, I'm not really on social media, but if you're interested in some therapy, I do tele-mental health as well. And you can find me in New York at Bavoy Mental Health Counseling.
Perfect. Thank you. Jameson.
So I'm going to just huge shout out to my Discord. So the Apotheosis Studios Discord server. Thank you so much for jumping in and helping us out. You can find us online at Apotheosis Studios. You can find me online on social media at stone.jameson on Instagram, Jameson Stone, other places, or Stone Jameson on Twitter. And I'm going to be a game master for Satine's Quest. So my wife and I were doing a amazing cruise. It's the pinnacle, tip-toppy of all TTRPG adventures. So Satine's Quest, I'm going to be a game master along with Satine Phoenix. So come go on a luxury vacation with us.
Awesome. And Kate?
You can find me at OMMithrandir on Twitter. You can find all of my work at But Why Though PC. That is our outlets social media. And then you can head over to our Discord, discord.gg/BUTWHYTHO. We do a whole bunch of community nights. We have a whole bunch of get-togethers. And we are going to be having a We Love Horror panel on Monday. We're going to be diving into horror as a genre and what it means to us.
Perfect. And realizing I did that, and Beacon Daydream is there. And I don't know why that popped there. Maybe someone left. And what we'll do in Discord is we'll figure out who the winner was. I'll talk to the people separately, and then we'll get at whoever was the best contributor in the Discord to give you your dice and book.
That's gonna be so hard to figure out.
I know, so we'll talk
more. Always is.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for Geek Endangerment. Thank you for my guests. You all have a awesome rest of PAX. Take care.
Excellent.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.